The approach for probability, chapter 15 is, you know the weightage, right? Up to 6 marks. From this, 6 or 7 marks can be there. Approach is decode the question to the base. Whatever may be the thing, decode the question to the base, and the base is this. Probability of occurrence of A is what? N of A divided by N of S. Then what is this N of A? That is nothing but number of favorable outcomes. Then N of S is nothing but total number of possible outcomes. Now people, what is this N of A? I am telling, there is a universal set or the sample space is there. Sample space is set of all the alphabets A, B, C, D, etc. up to X, Y, Z. Now, N of S is how much? What is the cardinal number of sample space? 26. Then, I am telling, we need to find the favorable outcome, which is N of A. I will call that set of vowels. What are they? A, E, I, O, U. What is the probability of getting a vowel from the set of alphabets? 5 divided by 26. That is the way. N of A is how much? 5. N of S is how much? 26. Clear, everyone? Next one. There are two types of probability, that is subjective. The other one is objective. Subjective means based on one's experience and observation, and objective means based on mathematical facts. Can you tell me one subjective probability example? What is an example for subjective probability? Yes, for example, you are a person from who is there from tell me one place named other than our place, wherever we are, other than that. Kadapa. What is the spelling? K-A-D-A T-P-A or P-A? P-A. Then it will be Kadapa. No, Kadapa. Yes, fine. Now, in Kadapa, you are from Kadapa? You are from Kadapa. Okay, good. Now, he is from Kadapa. One fine day, he is inviting. After clearing the CA foundation exam, he is telling that, everyone, I am celebrating my results. Everyone come home and he will make food and all for us. Then, he will say that, looking at the sky, he will say that, there is chance of raining today. We will be like, hey, we are from Bangalore, we know when it will rain. No. The thing is, he is from that place. He has better understanding of that place. So, he can predict based on his experience, he can say that it might rain. Chances are there, right? But it cannot rain also. Depends. Maybe he is only that, he is from Kadapa, but he never lived in Kadapa. Who knows? But he is telling that I am from Kadapa. Yes. So, subjective probability is what? Based on one's experience. Then objective probability means what? Based on mathematical facts. For example, tossing a coin. We know that either it will be a head or it will be a tail. So we know that usually the probability of tossing a coin and getting a head is how much? 1/2. Now, what is the maximum probability we can get? 1. Another person is from Kadapa. Oh, okay, good. Yeah, Kadapa is where? Andhra Pradesh. Oh, okay. AP, right? Yes. Yeah. Now, first one. Maximum probability is how much? 1. Minimum probability is how much? 0. Okay. Now, can probability be negative? No, it cannot be negative. Can it be like 2.2? No. Can it be 2.0? No, it is not possible. Now, when P of A is equal to 0, it is called impossible or improbable event. Can you tell me an example of impossible event? Moon in morning. It is possible. I have seen moon in the morning. Yeah, yes. Huh? Sunset in east. That is not possible. It is impossible. Yes. One fine day, if you see that sun is setting in the east, that means you need to run. Pack your bag, run. Yes. Then, getting a black ball from a set of pink ball. Is it possible? No, it is not possible. Only pink balls are there. Black ball is not possible. Any other example? Which one?
That is possible.
Which one?
Gold rate decreasing.
Gold rate decreasing. That is possible. That is possible. Yes. One fine day, it is possible. Yes. Anything else? Gold rate decreasing. Huh? Okay. Yes. Anything else? She had invested a lot in gold. It's not possible. Yeah. Yes. Aging. For example, actually, it's not like increasing or decreasing part. It's more about, we will say that this event should happen or not. For example, can you get a tail while tossing a die? No, it is not possible. Numbers are possible. Then anything else? Yeah. For example, 100 numbers are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. up to 100. Can you get a number named 124 from the set of first 100 numbers? No. It is not possible. Then, sure event. Yes, you passing the exam is a sure event. It should be a sure event. Okay, study well. Now, P of A is equal to 1. When probability is equal to 1, it is called a sure event. Can you tell me one example now? Sure event. Yes, sure event. Passing exam. Okay, I told you that already. Any other? Any other? Sun rising in the east. Yeah, always with sun or moon. Yes. Afternoon exam. Afternoon exam will be there. Yes. Okay. Today exam is there. Yes. Then, in between 0 and 1 is a possible or probable event. When probability value is in between 0 and 1, we will call it as possible or probable event. Now, what do you mean by complementary event? Getting a head or tail while tossing a coin? Yes, that is a probable event. Yes. Next one. Sum of the probabilities of an event and its non-occurrence is equal to what? The 1. I'll tell you with simple example. Probability of you smiling plus probability of you not smiling is equal to what? The 1. Is that correct? Yes. From that, can I say P of A plus P of A complement is equal to what? The 1. So, whenever we say P of A complement, can I say that 1 minus P of A? Is that possible? Yes, it is possible. Now, the next one, symbol event, that is nothing but only one outcome will be there. For example, getting a die when rolling a die. Then getting a 2 when rolling a die. Then compound event which produces more than one outcome. Getting a multiple of 2 when rolling a die. What all possibilities are there? 2 is there, 4 is there, 6 is there. Now, sample space for tossing a coin. People, tossing a coin. If you toss for one time, what are the possible outcomes? Head or tail is possible. So the sample space will be what? H comma T. Now, think about you toss it for 2 times. Now, think about you are tossing for 2 times. First time it became a head. Second time it became a head. That means that is first possibility. Then, or first time when you toss we got a head. Second time when you toss we got what? The tail. Then, first time when we toss we got a tail. Second time when we toss we got a head. Then, tail and tail. So, total how many possibilities are there? 4 possibilities are there. Total possibilities. Total outcomes. That is how much are here? 4. Now, think about a coin is tossed thrice. Thrice means what? So, first time I am tossing, I am getting a head. Second time I am tossing, I am getting a head. Third time I am tossing, I am getting a head. Then, head, head, tail. Then, head, tail, head. Tail, head, head. Tail, tail, head. Tail, head, tail. Head, tail, tail. Tail, tail, tail. You can actually write it. When you write it, you will get to know easily. For example, head, head, head. Then you will replace one of the head. That is becoming tail. Then, head, tail, head. Then, tail, head, head. That means how many are there now? 5 are there, 4 are there. Then we will start with tail. Tail, tail, tail. Then tail, tail, head. Then head, tail, tail. Then tail, head, tail. Total how many are there now? 8 are there. Now there is a general rule for tossing a coin for n times. That is 2 raised to n. That is, you have seen that 2 raised to n somewhere else. What was that somewhere else? Number of subset. Yes. Remember, number of subset. Then where else? Yes, number of ways of answering the question 2 raised to n. Now, another important thing, probability of getting head and tail alternatively on tossing a coin n times is given by 2 divided by 2 raised to n. Keep a note, there was questions, 2 times it was asked, 2 divided by what? 2 raised to n. Getting it alternatively, what is the probability that? 2 by 2 raised to n. Yes, next weekend you will be having mostly law. Yes, law or accounts. Yes. Saturday, Sunday. Yes. Now, sample space for tossing a die. People, you know a die? Yes. Well, how many of you play Ludo? Yes, everyone plays Ludo. Then you will click and one thing will roll over and come right. That is called as what? That is called as a die. Now, what are the possibilities? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are the possibilities of rolling a die. Then, total sample space is how much? 6. Now, when you toss it twice, what are the total sample space? It will be 6 square, that is 36. N of S is how much now? 6 square, that is 36. Now, what are those values? 1, 1, 1, 2, then etc. up to 1, 6. Then you will start with 2, 2, 1, etc. up to what? 2, 6. Then similarly 3, 1 is there, etc. up to 3, 6. Then 4, 1, then etc. up to 4, 6. Then 5, 1, then etc. up to 5, 6. Then finally 6, 1, etc. up to 6, 6. Totally how many people are there in total? 36 people are there in total. Now in general we can write tossing a die for n time. It is what? 6 raised to n. Now, for this I'll teach you one shortcut also. Because most of the question based on rolling a die for 2 times will be the sum is this much. There is a shortcut for that. I will just show that in some time. Now, sample space of deck of cards. Total how many cards are there? 52 cards. Okay, can I just show you that? Yes. First one is what? Anything it can be the first one. There is no. This is what? Diamond. The next one is what? Horse. Then this is what? Spade. This is what? Club. Yes. Yeah. In local language we use many other words. That's up to you. Yes. So diamond is there. Heart is there. Then spade is there. Then what is there? Club is there. Now, how many red cards are there in total? Red cards, how many are there? 26 red cards are there. Then how many black cards are there? 26 black cards are there. Now, total how many cards are there? 52 cards are there. Now, how many diamonds are there? 13. How many hearts are there? 13. Then 13, everything is 13. Now, coming to the card wise, then there is a king. Yes, for the king there is a queen. Then there is a jack. Then there is a ace. 1 is there? No. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Am I correct? Yes. So these are the cards present in a deck of cards. Now I am just cloning it. So this is present in heart also. Yes. Then the same thing is present in, yes, here also. Then finally we have in club also. Now what are the face cards? Whoever is having a face is called as the face card. What are those face cards? King, queen and jack are the face cards. So total how many face cards are there? 12 face cards are there. That means 3 from heart, 3 from diamond, 3 from spade, 3 from club. So total face cards are how much? 12. Now, how many aces are there in total? 4 aces. How many number cards are there in total? Number cards are there in total. 36 number cards are there. Now, the question is, I'll ask you one simple question. What is the probability of getting a king of heart? King of heart. King of heart is how much? 1 by 52. Now, what is the probability of getting a red card? 26 by 52. Now, 26 by 52 means what? We are having 26 red cards divided by total 52 cards. Yes. Next one. That is written over here. Now, can we start off with a question? In a pack of playing cards with 2 jokers, the probability of getting king of spades. So, 2 jokers are also there. Who all are there extra? 2 jokers are also there. Correct? Who is there? Joker is there. Yes. Joker is also there. How many are there? 2 are there. Now, total n of s is how much then? N of s is how much? 52 plus 2. That is how much? 54. That means n of a is how much? N of a is how much? 1. King of spades. How many king are there in spades? There is only 1 king. So what is the p of a value then? 1 divided by 54. Option D is your answer. Next question. Yes, we'll do this way. Now I'll teach you one method with respect to rolling a die for 2 times. Because most of the question, I mean around 99% of the question will be based on this technique, whatever we are going to do now. The question will be like, the sum we got while rolling 2 dice will be this much. Sometimes the question will be direct. The sum is 10, the sum is 11, sum is 12, sum 13 is possible. Rolling 2 dice. Maximum sum which can get is how much? 12. The minimum sum we can get is how much? 2. How is 2 coming? When it is 1, 1. When I roll the first die, I got 1. When I roll the second die, I got 1. 1 plus 1 is how much? 2. Is 0 possible? No, 0 is not possible. Now, we have a arc for that. Make a note of the arc. So, minimum sum we can get is how much? 2. Maximum sum we can get is how much? 12. Now, next thing is, just make a note. In the middle, the sum is 7. Then who all are there? Some can be 3, some can be 4, some can be 5, some can be 6. Are you understanding what is this can be 3, can be 4, can be 6 and all? The sum of 2 numbers which whenever we roll 2 dice, how much we are getting. Then 8 can be possible, 9 can be possible, 10 can be possible, 11 can be possible, 12 can be possible. Now people, when we get a sum as 2, how many possibilities are there? When it is 1, 1. So how many are there? Only 1 is there. Then when are we getting 12? 6, 6. So how many times it is there? 1 time. The maximum occurrence is for 7. That happens 6 times. That is 1, 6 is there. 6, 1 is there. 5, 2 is there. 2, 5 is there. Then 4, 3 is there. 3, 5 is there. So 6 times. Then the rest of it is very easy. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Remember this arc. Using this arc, you can solve any questions. Okay. Yes. Keep a note of it. So sum is 8. Now the question is, what is the probability that when 2 dice are thrown at the same time and we got a sum as 9? 4 by what? 36. Why 36? Whenever 2 dice are thrown, total sample space is how much? 36. So 4 by 36. What is the probability of getting the sum as 12 when 2 dice are thrown? 1 by 36. So that is the method. Okay. Now the question over here. The sum of 2 numbers obtained when 2 dice are thrown are simultaneously P of x greater than or equal to 7. What do you mean by greater than or equal to 7? Yes, 7 or more than 7. Can you tell me what is 7 or more than 7? Yes. 7 or more than 7. 6 plus 5 plus 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1 divided by 36. Very direct. What is the answer? Yes, 31 by 21 by 36. Everyone got the same answer? Yes. 1 second. Yeah. Done. Answer is 21 divided by 36. If you don't know how to calculate the fractions, what you will do? Just take your calculator, find the decimal value. 21 by 36 is how much? How much, man? How much, sir? Yes. 0.5833. Which option is giving you that? Option B, 0.5383. Yes. 58. Now, look at the next question. An unbiased die is thrown twice. The probability that the sum of the obtained numbers on two faces are divisible by 4. Look at the arc and you tell me. Look at the arc, people. Divisible by 4 means what? Which are those numbers? 4, 8, 12. So that means 3 plus 5 plus 1 divided by what? 36. So how much is it? 9 by 36. What is the answer? 1 by 4. Option D is your answer. Next one. Is that clear for you? Yes? No? Are you seeing the arc for the first time? Yes. If you are seeing it for the first time, make a note of it. If you are not seeing it for the first time, make a note of it. If you are seeing it for the nth time or whatever, do questions. That's all. Yeah. What? Divisible by 4. Yes. Now, 3 coins are tossed together. Probability of getting exactly 2 heads. Exactly 2 heads means what? 3 coins are tossed means what are the possibilities? Head, head, head. Then head, tail, head. Or we will only write the possibility of exactly 2 heads, because we know that n of s is how much? 8. N of s is equal to how much? The 8. So I am writing the rest of it. That is exactly 2 heads means h, h, t. Then h, t, h or h, t, h, h. How many are there exactly? 3 by 8 is your answer. Option B. Clear? Next one. A coin is tossed 5 times. The probability of getting tail and head alternatively. What was the formula for alternatively? 2 divided by 2 raised to n. What is the answer? 2 divided by 2 raised to 5. How much is the answer? 1 by 16. Option B is your answer. There was 2 times this question was there. Getting it alternatively. Yes. 2 dice are thrown simultaneously. Probability that the sum of 2 numbers appearing on the top of the die is 9. People, you tell me what is the method? Yes. Yes, you tell me. Yes, the sum on top is how much? That 9. What is sum on top is 9? How many times it is happening? 4 times. So answer is what? 4 by 36, which is equal to what? 1 by 9. Easy, right? If you know the arc, done. Otherwise, you will sit and write all the things. You will start thinking too much. Inside the exam hall, thinking too much doesn't work. I'm telling you. Now, 2 dice are thrown. What is the probability that the sum is a multiple of 3? Multiple of a 3 means what? 3 is there, 6 is there, 9 is there, 12 is there. So, 2 plus 4 plus, it's not 4, right? 5. Yes. 5 plus 4 plus 1 divided by 36. How much is the answer?
12 by 36.
12 by 36, huh? Yes. Answer is which option? Option D. Now, when 2 coins are tossed simultaneously, probability of getting at least 1 tail. At least means what? 1 or more. Am I right? 1 or what? 1 or more. Now look into it. 2 coins means n of s is how much? 2 raised to 2, which is equal to 4. Then 2 coins. Yes. Probability of getting at least 1 tail. What are the chances? At least 1 tail means tail comma head is there. Then head comma tail is there. Then tail comma tail is also there. Why tail comma tail is there? At least means 1 or more. So answer is what? 3 by 4.75. Option B is your answer. Now look at this. 2 perfect dice are rolled. What is the probability that 1 appear at least in one of the dice. One appear in at least one of the dice. How to do this? Yes. You should know what all things are there. Then I'll tell you one more thing based on this. Yes.
Plus 11 by 36.
Yes, now what all things are there? One appears in one of the dice means one should be there, comma, 1 comma 1 is there, then 1 comma 2, 1 comma 3, 1 comma etc etc, 1 comma 5, I'll write 1 comma 6. Then what is there? 2 comma 1 is there, then 3 comma 1 is there, 4 comma 1 is there, 5 comma 1 is there, 6 comma 1 is there. Anything else is there? No. What is the answer then? 11 divided by 36. They are telling not the sum they are telling about what? 1 is happening in any of the dice. So answer is option B. Now we are going to key concepts for two sets A and B. Just now, some time back, we discussed about this, right? Yes. What was it? We discussed in chapter 7. The same formula is applicable here also, but the only thing is, there we did with cardinal number, here we are doing with probability. P of A union B is what? At least one of A or B. What is the formula? P of A plus P of B minus P of A intersection B. Then, mutually exclusive event. Have you heard about mutually exclusive event? Whenever their intersection is equal to 0, it is called as what? Mutually exclusive event. Very important. Many questions were there in the past. When P of A intersection B is equal to 0, what is the answer? It is mutually exclusive. Then exhaustive events. Exhaustive event happen when P of A union B is equal to what? 1. Union B should be equal to 1. That means total probability is there. Complete probability is how much? 1. That 1 is P of A union B. Make a note of it, people. Make a note of it. Since A of in mutually exclusive event, P of A intersection B is equal to 0. Because of that, P of A union B became what? P of A plus P of B. Now, in exhaustive event, what is happening? P of A union B is equal to what? 1. Yes. Now, mutually exclusive and exhaustive. That means in P of A intersection B is equal to what? 0. Then P of A union B is equal to what? 1. So can we reduce that formula into this form? 1 is equal to P of A plus P of B. This is one of the most important formula in our probability. Okay, keep a note of that. Yes. Conditional probability. Have you heard about conditional probability now? Yes, conditional probability means, for example, this is the one. Probability of A given B. Probability of what? Yes. Who is spraying here? I mean, good spray, not the bad spray. Yes. Some good smell is coming. Is anyone eating red forest or something here? No, right? Yes. Right? Very good smell. Which flavor is that? Oh, that's a caramel smell. Okay. Probability of A given B. A given B means it is written like this. P of A given B. We will read it as A by B or A given B. That is nothing but P of A intersection B divided by P of B. What is the meaning of that? That is probability of occurrence of A given that B has already occurred. Okay, sometimes they will say that. What is the probability of you passing the exam when the exam has already completed? So P of B is already there. Then you need to find your probability of passing that particular exam. That is the way of writing it. P of A intersection B divided by P of B. Then probability of B given A can be written as the ulta. P of B given A is equal to P of A intersection B divided by what? P of A. Whatever is given, we will write it in the denominator. Make a note of that. This is called as conditional probability of A given B or conditional probability of B given A. Now look at the next question. One card is drawn from a pack of 52 cards. Okay, what is drawn? The one card. Then what is the probability of that it is a king or a queen? Or means what? We will use A union B. Correct? P of A union B instead of king or a queen, we can use it like this, right? Yes, P of king union queen can be written as P of king, then plus P of queen minus P of what? King intersection queen. Now, is there any intersection between king and queen? No, there is no card like king and queen. Their married picture is not there in any of the cards. So, that is what? Intersection is 0 means that is mutually exclusive events. Now, you tell me, what is the probability of getting a king from a pack of cards? 4 by 52. Plus, what is the probability of getting a queen from a 4 by 52? This is equal to what? 8 by 52. Just get me the value in decimals, or accordingly you can get it. How much is it? 2 by 30. If you don't know to factorize, what you will do? Find it in decimals and equate to the options. Now, check the next question. A number is selected from the first 30 natural numbers. What is the probability that it would be divisible by 3 or 8? It is very important. So, first one, how many numbers are there? 30 numbers are there in total. Now, P of divisible by 3 or divisible by 8. Can I write it as P of divisible by 3 union divisible by 8? Now, which is equal to P of divisible by what? 3 plus P of divisible by what? 8 minus P of divisible by 3 intersection divisible by what? Divisible by 8. Now, whenever we see this thing, right, divisible by 3 and divisible by 8, you should always take their product. What is that? 24. So, we are finding something called as divisible by 24. If it is like this, 5 intersection 3, that means we should find 5 into 3, that is how much? Divisible by 15 we should find. That is the logic. Now, look here. You tell me now. What is, now how many numbers in between 1 and 30 are divisible by 3? 10 by, how many numbers are there? 30 numbers. Plus, divisible by 8. 3 by, which are those numbers? 8 is there, 16 is there, then 24 is there. 3 by 30. Minus, divisible by P of divisible by 24. How many numbers are divisible by 24? Divisible by 24, how many are there? Only one number is there in between 1 and 30. That is minus 1 by 30. Now you tell me, what is the answer? 12 by 30. How much is the answer?
0.4.
0.4 is your answer. Yes. Next one. A card is drawn out of a standard deck of 52 cards. What is the probability of drawing a king or a red? King or a red. How will you write it? P of king union red, which is equal to P of king plus P of red minus P of king intersection red. Now, what is the probability of getting a king? 4 by 52. What is the probability of getting a red card? 26 by 52. Minus, how many red kings are there? 2 red kings are there, minus 2 by 52. What is the answer? 28 divided by 52. What is the answer? 7
by 30.
7 by 30. Okay, 7 by 30. Next one. The theorem of compound probability states that for any two events A and B. Now, what did we study about P of B by A? P of B by A is what? P of A intersection B divided by P of A. Now, cross multiply it. That means P of A into P of B by A, or B given A is equal to what? P of A intersection B. What is the answer? Option A. Sometimes we can go for this option also. That I will tell you in some time. Because in ICA now they are telling this itself should be the option. So go with option A. Okay. That is the something which we learn right now. Now look at the next question. The sum of probabilities of all mutually exclusive and exhaustive events is equal to how much? 1. Next one. In a class, 60% of the students study both mathematics and science. 90% of the students study science. Then the probability of a student studying mathematics, given that she already studying science. Now, what is ADA here? A is mathematics. I'll call P as science. Now, tell me what is P of A. 60% means what? 0.6. P of B, 0.9. Now, the thing is, next part. P of A, they are asking for what? What is given thing that? Given she is already studying. That means P of A given B is how much? P of A intersection B divided by what? P of B. Now, A intersection B is how much? Where is it done? Where is it given? 60% of the students study both. Oh, one second. Yes. 60% of the students study both mathematics and science. That means P of A intersection B is given. That is how much? 0.6. Can you substitute and get me the answer? Yes. So 0.6 divided by 0.9. How much is the answer? 0.66. Which option is the answer? 2 by 3. Option B is your answer. Next one. De Morgan's law. Do you remember this from chapter 7? Yes. That complement will become ulta. That means P of A complement intersection B complement is what? P of A union B the whole complement. P of A complement union B complement is what? P of A intersection B the whole complement. Then probability of neither nor. Do you remember neither nor? That is, here we will take it as P of universal set is how much? The probability of the sample space should be equal to what? 1. That's why it is becoming 1 minus P of A union B. There it was what? The universal set minus P of N of A union B in the last one in chapter 7. Here it is what? 1 minus P of A union B. And one more thing, people, there are few more formulas, just like only A, only B, only C. You remember in the last chapter we studied, but I will not be teaching you here because the reason is we will be using a completely different logic for all the questions. Word questions only we will be using that, but we will not use that logic over here. We will use a completely different logic. I'll tell you the logic, then you can solve any question. Whatever may be the question, you can solve from probability using the logic. Now, get me the answer. Now, what is an independent event? That anyway, it's not mentioned here, so I'll tell you what is an independent event. Independent event. Occurrence, for example, independent event A and B. What do you mean by that? Occurrence of A is not going to affect occurrence of B. Can you tell me one example? Yes, Nakshatra, can you tell me? Nakshatra, yes. Can you tell one example? Online, offline, everyone? Yes, can you tell some examples for independent event? How many of you are RCB haters here? Okay, haters. Oh, they are like haters only. I don't love any team, I hate teams. Yes. Now, how many of you are CSK haters? Haters. No haters are there. Sad. Now I am going to say something about this RCB haters. Who are all the way? Right? Sure. Yeah. Now, RCB is playing a match in Chinnaswamy Stadium. Okay. And you are watching it on TV. And you started shouting at the TV like, hey Kohli, go out. You started screaming something and all. Now, will it affect Kohli hitting a 6? Okay. Fine. Whatever it is. Yes. Now, will it change the fact that Kohli will not hit a 6? Will it affect Kohli hitting a 6? You screaming at the TV, will it affect it? No. Both are independent event. But if you are inside the stadium and you started running to the ground and say, hey, something like that you said, then it will affect. Otherwise, it will not affect. So, if one event does not affect the other event, then it is called as what? The independent event. I'll tell you one example. For example, I am A and another person is B. The probability of me hitting a target is this much. Another person hitting a target is this much. Are they independent events? Yes, they are independent event. Now, probability of one person passing the exam and another person passing the exam. Are they independent event? Yes, they are independent events. Now, based on that, we have another formula. P of A intersection B is equal to what? P of A into P of B. Make a note of it. P of A intersection B is equal to what? P of A into P of B. Keep a note of that. Independent events. Now, if A and B are two independent events, P of A union B is equal to 2 by 5, P of B is equal to 1 by 5, then what is P of A? Get me the answer for that. How to do this? So what is given? P of A union B is given. That is nothing but P of A plus P of B minus P of A intersection B. Since it is independent event, this intersection will become what? The P of A into P of B. Now, what all things are given up? P of A union B is given. That is 2 by 5. 2 by 5 is equal to P of A is how much? We need to find. Then, can I write this also towards this side? Minus P of A into, what is P of B? 1 by 3. Can I write it as 1 by 3? Then plus, what is P of B? 1 by 3. Now, from this, can I take P of A common? From both of this. Now, what will remain? P of A into 1 minus 1 by 3. Plus 1 by 3 is remaining. Now, solve me for P of A. Very easy. 2 by 5 is equal to P of A into 2 by 3. Then plus 1 by 3. What is the answer for P of A? Either you can use LCM or you can use your calculator. Anyway, you will get the answer. Yes. If you are using calculator, how will you do it now? So, you will take it to the other side. That is 2 by 5 minus 1 by 3 is equal to 2 by 3 into P of A. Now, take your calculator. Type 2 divided by 5 m plus 1 divided by 3 m minus, then MRC. After that, you need to cross multiply the 3. That means multiply it with 3, then divide with what? 2. How much you are getting the? How much you are getting? 0.1 now? Yes, that means what is the answer? Option D is your answer. Just use calculator. Don't use LCM and all. It sometimes you will go wrong in LCM because I know that. Yes. Next one, people. Can we do the next question? Yes. They are asking for what? P of A gives P of B given A. What is the formula for that? P of A intersection B divided by P of A. Now, do you have the value of P of A? Yes. Do you have the value of P of A intersection B? No. How to find this? Because we have union, you can use the formula P of A intersection B. I can rearrange it as P of A plus P of B minus what? The P of A union B. Is this formula also correct? What I did? I just interchanged the term. Anyway, the value is not going to change. Correct? Now, tell me the answer. What is P of A intersection B? That is 2 by 3 plus 3 by 5 minus 5 by 6. Just use the calculator and get me the answer. How much the? 13 by 20. Final answer is how much? 13 by 20. One person is telling that. We will check that also. Now, 2 by 3. How to find it in calculator? 2 divided by 3, m plus 3 divided by 5, m plus finally 5 divided by 6, m minus, then click MRC. That is your numerator. How much you are getting the numerator as now? 0.4333 divided by P of A is how much? 2 by 3. Just substitute 2 by 3 over there. That is how much? 0.66666. Correct? How much you are getting? At the end, what is the answer? 13 by 20? Yes. Yes, 13 by 20 is your answer. Yes. Can we do the next question? Anyone is having doubt? Please tell me. Is it clear? Yes. P of A given B is equal to P of A. Then A and B are what? We need to check. We will check. P of A given B. What is the normal formula now? That is P of A intersection B divided by what? P of B. Now, how can this be equal to P of A? I will write P of A over here. Then cross multiplied up. P of A into P of B is equal to what? P of A intersection B. What type of event is it? Independent event. Keep a note of that. Intersection means it is A into B. Next one. Solve this question. For any two events A1, A2, then P of A1 is equal to 2 by 3, P of A2 is equal to 3 by 8, and P of A1 intersection A2 is equal to 1 by 4, then A1 and A2 are what is the question? Very easy question. So P of A1 intersection A2. Now the first question, I will read the question and tell you. Is it mutually exclusive? Why is it not mutually exclusive? Because their intersection is not 0. That means option A is wrong. Then option B is also wrong. Now we need to check whether it is independent. How can we check whether it is independent? We need to check whether P of A1 into P of A2, which is equal to P of this much. We will check. 2 by 3 into 3 by 8 is how much now? That is 1 by 4, which is equal to our P of A1 intersection A2. So it is independent but not mutually exclusive. Yes. These questions, people, you can solve it. These are all direct questions. Okay, I am going for the word questions. This is the question. First word problem. This is the logic we will use for all the questions. Keep this in mind. Okay, listen carefully and try to understand. Take your time to understand the things. Now, probability of a girl getting a scholarship is how much? 0.6. The same probability for a boy is how much? 0.08. Sorry, 0.8. Find the probability that at least one of the category get a scholarship. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? So, can I write probability of girl getting a scholarship is how much now? 0.6. Then you tell me what is the probability of girl not getting the scholarship? 0.4. 1 minus 0.6. 1 minus 0.6 is how much? 0.4. Then you tell me what is the probability of boy getting the scholarship? 0.8. What is the probability of boy not getting the scholarship? 1 minus 0.8 is how much? 0.2. Now, what is the question? Probability that at least one of the category gets the scholarship. At least means we should use union at the end of the day. Correct? But we are not going to use any formulas here, but we will be using logic. At least one of the categories. Now, is it independent event? Boy getting a scholarship and girl getting a scholarship, it is totally independent. It doesn't matter. Now, first case, at least one of them means what? Either one of them should get or both of them should get. Case 1. Listen, case 1. That means girl gets the scholarship and boy doesn't. Does not. Then, or case 2. Girl does not get the scholarship. Girl doesn't. Then, and boy does. Or case 3, since it is at least, case 3 is what? Both gets. That means girl gets and boy gets. Am I right? Now, what is the probability of girl getting the scholarship? P of G into boy doesn't means what? P of B complement, or means plus P of G complement into P of B plus P of G into P of B. That's your answer. This is the logic. The same logic is applied for hitting the target. The same logic is applied for solving a question. The same logic can be used anywhere. Winning the match, losing the match, anywhere we can use this logic. Now you tell me now, what is P of G? 0.6. into B complement is how much? 0.2 plus G complement is how much? 0.4 into 0.8 plus 0.6 into 0.8. How much is the answer now? 0.92. That's your answer. Everyone got it, I guess? Is it clear? Yes, understood? This is the method. Now, I'll just ask you one thing. What is this? A minus B means what? We already discussed in chapter 7. Only A. Whenever it is only A, we will only write what terms? Terms containing A. So what is the answer then? Option B. What if it was B minus A? P of B minus P of A intersection B. Now, look at this question. A speaks 75% of the truth. B speaks 60% of the truth. In what percentage both of them likely to contradict each other? Contradict means what? Both should have a difference in opinion. If I am telling truth, you should lie. If you are telling truth, I should lie. That means, what is P of A? 75%. That is how much? The 0.75. So P of A complement will be how much then? 0.25. Then P of B is how much? 0.6. Then P of B complement is how much? 0.4. Now the next part is contradicting the opinion. We are going for that. First thing, A is telling the truth into B is lying, plus B is telling the truth into A is lying. Now, any other cases there? Can both of them tell truth at the same time? No. Can both of them lie at the same time? No. Now tell me the answer. 0.75 into 0.4 plus 0.6 into 0.25. What is the answer now? 0.45. Is that clear? Everyone got the answer? Yes. Now the next question. Is the logic clear for everyone? That is the most important part. I'll teach you one more logic after solving it in the same format. Then I will show you another method. Probability of a cricket team winning a match in Kanpur. That means P of K is how much? 2 by 5. Then P of K complement will be how much? That means losing in Kanpur will be how much? 3 by 5. 1 minus 2 by 5 is nothing but 3 by 5. Then P of losing in Delhi. That means D complement is given. That is how much? 1 by 7. Then P of D is how much? 6 by 7. Now, what is the probability that the team winning at least one match? At least one match means what? First case, they won in Kanpur. Multiplied with they lost in Delhi. Plus, they won in Delhi, lost in Kanpur. Then at least one match. Team winning at least one match means they can win in both the places. Correct? P of D into P of K. Get me the answer. So P of K is how much? 2 by 5 into how much? 1 by 7 plus P of D is 6 by 7 into 3 by 5. Then plus P of D is how much? 6 by 7 into 2 by 5. The denominator is everywhere 35. So write 35. Then 2 into 1 is 2. 6 into 8 is, 3 into 6 is how much? 18. Plus how much? 12. So what is the answer? 32 divided by 35. So answer is option P. Got it. This is one method. At least one means we can do it this way, or the second method is even simpler. We can use the same question whichever we solved some time back using that same method. Now, at least one means what? The total probability is how much? Total probability is 1. Now, winning at least one match, can I say it as P of at least one match plus P of at least one match means what? One or more. Then P of winning 0 matches is how much the entire thing will be equal to how much the 1. Am I correct? P of smiling plus P of not smiling is equal to how much? 1. Similarly, P of winning at least 1 match plus P of winning 0 matches will be equal to how much? The total probability should be equal to 1. So with that logic, can I write P of at least 1 is equal to 1 minus P of 0. Now, 1 minus P of winning 0 matches, how can you write it down? Can I write it as P of K complement into P of D complement? That means both the places they are losing. How much is the answer? 1 minus K complement is how much? 3 by 5. Then D is how much? The 1 by 7. So which is equal to 1 minus 3 by 35. Answer is how much? 32 by 35. This way also you can do. At least, whenever at least is there, we can proceed with this. The same is applicable for this question also. Previous question, this one. Yes, 1 minus 0.4 into 0.2. That will be how much? 1 minus 0.08. That is how much the single step answer you will get. Okay, yes. Next one, next one, next one. Yes. Arun and Tarun appear for an interview for 2 vacancies. The probability of Arun's selection is how much? 1 by 3, and that of Tarun's selection is how much? 1 by 5. Find the probability that only one of them will be selected. So P of Arun. Arun getting selected is how much? The 1 by 3. Then P of Arun not getting selected, that is A complement, is how much? 2 by 3. Then P of Tarun getting selected is how much? The 1 by 5. P of Tarun not getting selected is how much? The 4 by 5. Now probability of only one of them. Only one of them means if Tarun gets selected, Arun will not be selected. If Arun gets selected, Tarun will not be selected. So how can you write it? Can I write it as P of Arun gets selected into P of Tarun not getting selected, that is T complement, plus or then P of Arun not getting selected into P of Tarun getting selected. P of A is how much? The 1 by 3. Then Tarun not getting selected is how much? The 4 by 5. Then A complement is how much? The 2 by 3 into 1 by 5. How much is the answer? The denominator is 15. Numerator is 4 plus 2, that is 6. So 6 by 15. What is the answer? The 2 by 5. Option A. How is the method? Very easy, right? That's how you should do probability. Otherwise, it will be difficult for you. The final one, try it yourself. You will be able to do it. Okay? Yes. Now we are going for leap year and non-leap year. Now, in leap year, what happens? How many days are there in leap year? 366. How many days are there in non-leap year? 365. Okay. Now the questions I'll tell you. I'll show you the question, then I will explain so that you will understand it better. So question will be like this. Probability that a leap year has 53 Mondays. Now, why 53 Mondays is the question. You will be like, sir, can't they ask 23 Mondays, 25 Mondays? But always in all the question it is like 53 Mondays. I'll tell you the logic for that. So, in a week, how many days are there? 7 days are there. Yes. Then, you remember your division method in which classroom? Class 2 or 3 or? Yes, 4th standard. 365 divided by 7. So, how many times? 5 times. Then, 35 will be there. Then, remainder is how much? 1. Then, this is coming down there. Then, 7 into 2. Then, how much? 14. Then, divided by what? The remainder is how much? 1. That means, we know that already there are 52 Sundays, 52 Mondays, 52 Wednesdays, Tuesdays, Fridays, Saturdays, whatever it is already there, 52. But people, in a non-leap year, one extra day is there. That extra day can be either a Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday, or Thursday, or Friday, or Saturday. So what is the total sample space? 7. That's why they are asking like 53 Sundays or 53 Mondays or 53 Fridays. That's the reason for asking like that. Now coming to the leap year part. 366 divided by 7. That will be up where anyway it will be. Yes. So what is remaining? 2 will be remaining. Now people, how many remaining days can be there? 2 remaining days can be there. That 2 days can be Sunday, Monday, or Monday, Tuesday, or Tuesday, Wednesday, or Wednesday, Thursday, or Thursday, Friday, or Friday, Saturday, or Saturday, Sunday. Can it be Friday and Thursday? Friday, Thursday is possible. Yes, Thursday, Friday. Yes. Can it be Friday and Tuesday? No. If it is Friday, either it should be Thursday along with it, or Saturday should be along with it. So, sample space is how much? 7. Now I will show you one question. Probability that a leap year, very important, leap year has 53 Mondays. How many Mondays are there in our this thing now? 1, 2. So, answer is what? 2 by 7. Next question. What is the probability of getting 53 Sundays or 53 Wednesdays in non-leap year? So, 53 Sundays, what is the logic? 1 by 7. Then, for 53 Wednesdays, what is the answer? 1 by 7. Since or is there, we will put what? Plus. Answer is how much? 2 by 7. Option A is your answer. Next one. What is the probability of getting 53 Fridays or 53 Saturdays in a leap year? 53 Fridays, what is it? 2 by 7. Then 53 Saturdays, what it is? 2 by 7. Now, is there any intersection between Friday and Saturday? Yes, Friday, Saturday is there. Friday, Saturday is there in our... Yes, Friday, Saturday is already counted. So, that means we need to reduce that. Minus 1 by 7. That means you can actually look at it. Probability of 53 Fridays plus probability of 53 Saturdays minus P of F intersection yes. That means what is the answer? 3 by 7. Option B is your answer. Now the next part is our 3 events. P of A union B union C. Do you know the formula for this? P of A plus P of B plus P of C minus P of A intersection B minus P of B intersection C minus P of A intersection C plus P of A intersection B intersection C. Just in the chapter 7 it was N, here it is what? P. Now mutually exclusive means what? Their intersection will be 0. Then P of A union B will be equal to what? P of A plus P of B plus P of C. Then if they are exhaustive, their union will be equal to 1. Now what if they are mutually exclusive and exhaustive? So 1 will be equal to P of A plus P of B plus P of C. In what case? Mutually exclusive and exhaustive. That is the method. Exhaustive. Yes. Now that is written over here. Then equally likely event. What do you mean by equally likely event? Their probabilities should be same. For example, tossing a coin for one time. 1 by 2, 1 by 2. Tossing a die and getting a number 1 by 6, 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 everything is equally likely to happen. Yes, when their probabilities are equal to a constant, it is called as equally likely event. Then the final one before random variable. There are 3 events A, B, C having probabilities 1 by 2, 1 by 3 and 3 by 4. That is P of A is how much da? P of B is how much da? And P of C is how much? 3 by 4. Probabilities of occurrence of A and B. That means A intersection B is how much da? P of A intersection B is 1 by 3. P of B intersection C is 1 by 5. P of A intersection C is how much? 1 by 6. And finally P of A intersection B intersection C is how much? 1 by 15. Find the probability of occurrence of at least one event. That means you can always find using P of A union B union C. Or you can use our method also. 1 minus, you remember, non-occurrence of those people. P of A complement into P of B complement into P of C complement. You will get the answer. Either way, get me the answer. Now, the last part from this chapter, that is called as random variables. Is probability clear for everyone now? Yes, you understood, right? Yes. Now, in random variables, it is the base for our next chapter. That is theoretical distribution, you will be using certain things, then we will be studying Bayes theorem, and finally we will be going for odds in favor, and we will be solving some questions with concept of combinations involved. So probability is a very lengthy chapter, but theoretical distribution is a very easy chapter. Okay, yes, if you know probability. Next one is so tomorrow's test topic. Okay, you can make a note. He's like, yeah, sir, or something. Yeah, I'll tell again. Yes. Chapter 14 is there. Okay, keep a note. Chapter 14. Then, which chapter you want? Chapter 18 is there. Then, permutation combination, 1% all. 5, 6 is there. Okay. Enough. Yes. Chapter 7 is there. Keep a note. What the? You should find the time, and basically what we are looking at. Yes, whatever you are learning that day, you should be able to put it into the book. Yes. 14, 18, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Tomorrow's test. Yes. Keep a note. 14, 18, 5, 6, 7. Tomorrow's test. 14, 18, 5, 6, 7. 5 is which chapter? Da? Sequence and
Permutations.
6 is what? Sequence and series. 7 is set relation function. Then we have what? Chapter 18, index number. Then we have chapter 14. If you look into it, these three chapters have 5, 5, 5. That is 15. Then this chapter is 18 chapter. That is having 6. Then this chapter 12. That is 33. That is 33% if you look into it. So make a note. 14, 18, 5 and 6. Can you study it? It is not very easy. You can study it. 2 hours. Whatever we studied or whatever is there in the material, complete it. Yes. You will be able to. I am telling you, you will be able to. Yes. Yes. Tomorrow, today you want at 6 o'clock? Everyone is fine with 6 o'clock? Today's test? 6 to 8. Done. Granted. Yes. Huh? No. You can study. Okay, that's why I'm telling. Time is there. Yes. Fine? Yes. Don't sleep after this. Now, listen. Don't talk. Talk பண்ணாதுங்க. Talk beda. Yes.
Today is the marathon and tomorrow.
No. Test is there.
No,
Yes.
sir. Tomorrow test evening. Okay, so morning time.
You already studied for the already you studied for the chapter.
Today's test we have some. Okay, sir.
Anyway, tomorrow. Yes. Anyway, one more thing. The one more thing which is going to happen is now how much chapters are pending after this? After this, 3 is there. Then 8 is there. Then 9 is there. Then 16 is there. 17 is there. 5 chapters. We have 2 more days. If you look into it, till Wednesday. Till Wednesday, everything will be done. Okay, we have 2 more days. We'll take the time. I don't want to push everything to you. So at the end of the day, something should be beneficial for you. Yes, right? Is it helping you? That is another thing. Yes. If it is helping, sit and watch, or you can sit and study. No one is stopping you from sitting and studying. But don't be overconfident. And I am pretty sure now, I have seen many people in the sense, many students. Whoever is like, I know this thing. And they will be in the leading stage to fail things. Yeah. I'll be like, I know this. At the end of the day, overconfidence means you are not studying things. You're like, I know this. You will say the same thing to the book also. Oh, I know this. Just next page. Yes, that's how it is. Yes, you heard about a word humble. It's very trending nowadays. Humble yourself, everyone. Yes, be humble. Study everything. Humble. Yes. Humble means don't be that overconfident. Yes. Fine. Can we continue? Yes. Everyone? Yeah. We'll continue. Yes. We'll finish it. We'll finish probability. Then we can have 2 days. We will take the rest of it. Tomorrow 8:30 is the class. Okay. 8:30 we will start. Yes. Marathon. We will finish early. Little early for you. Yes. Huh? 8:30 marathon. You can come at 8. Okay. Yes. Now, random variable. What do you mean by random variable? Random variable means instead of giving or writing any values, we will assign some numerical value to every outcome. For example, head and tail is there, right? Rather than writing it as a sample space, we will assign some numerical values. For example, tossing a coin for 1 time. That means x values are there, then p of x values are there. Now, I am telling probability of getting a tail while tossing a coin. Okay. Now, 0 tail is possible at all? When we toss a coin, is 0 tail possible? Yes. So, what is the probability of 0 tail? 1 by 2. That means it is a head. Then, what is the probability of getting 1 tail? That is also 1 by 2. That's how you write it. For example, now, tossing a die, x values and p of x values. Yes. What are the values of throwing a die? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What is the probability of getting a 1? 1 by 6. Getting a 2? 1 by 6. 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 Everything is 1 by 6. Now, I'll show you one more example with respect to the coin toss itself. When a coin is tossed 2 times and getting a tail. Now, 0 tail is possible? Yes. 1 tail is possible? Yes. 2 tail is possible? Yes. So, anything else? 3 tail is possible when we toss for 3 times? 2 times? No. Now, you tell me what is the probability of getting 0 tail when we toss the coin for 2 times? Can I say that 1 by 4? When is 1 by 4 happening? When both are head. Then 1 tail is happening? 2 by 4. Tail head, head tail. Then 2 tail is happening? Tail tail, that is 1 by 4. That's how you write it. You want another example for 3 tail? 3 times we are tossing a coin. So, 0 tail is possible? Yes. 1 tail is possible? Yes. 2 tail is possible? Yes. 3 tail is possible? Yes. 4 tail possible? No. Now, x values are this. P of x values are 0 tail while tossing a coin for 3 times. 1 by 8. That is when head, head, head. Then 1 tail. How many times?
3 by 8.
Head, tail. 1 tail means head, head, tail. Then head, tail, head. Then tail, head, head. That means 3 by 8. 2 tail means tail, tail, head. Tail, head, tail. Then tail, head, tail, tail. That means 3 by 8. Then 3 tail means 1 by 8. So you should always know that the total probability of this thing will be what? Which should be equal to 1. That is the total probability theorem. The total probability of all the probability should be equal to how much? 1. Next one. So that is written over here. Sigma p of x should be equal to 1. Now what is mathematical expectation? Mathematical expectation is nothing but mean. Make a note. Very important. In the next chapter we will write this. Mathematical expectation is what? The mean. Keep a note, people. Mathematical expectation is what? Mean. Now, first one, E of x. E of x is nothing but sigma x into P of x. Now, how to find that x into P of x? Now, look into this question now. Our die. Find the expected value or E of x or x bar you find out. How to find it? What is the formula? Sigma x into P of x. Now, what is the x value of this? 1. Can I say 1 into 1 by 6 plus 2 into 1 by 6 plus 3 into 1 by 6 plus 4 into 1 by 6 etc. up to 6 into 1 by 6. This is the normal method for finding an expected value. That's all. Done. Now, variance. Variance is nothing but sigma x square into p of x. How will you find that? X square means what? You will square. For example, 1 into equal to, then multiplied with p of x. Then click m plus. 2 into equal to multiplied with 1 by 6. Then click what? M plus. 3 into equal to multiplied with 1 by 6. M plus, etc., etc. 6 into equal to multiplied with 1 by 6. Then click m plus. Finally click MRC. So it's not variance. This is E of x square. Sometimes they will ask E of x square. Variance, we have another formula. Sorry for that. Yes. Variance formula is this. E of x square minus expectation of x the whole square. Keep a note. Did you study these formulas? You know this, right? Yes. Expectation of x square. How will you find expectation of x square? That is this one. Sigma x square into p of x. What is E of x? E of x is nothing but our mean or expectation of x. Keep a note of these formulas. We will be using this. Now, expected value of a constant is how much? A constant itself. One question I'll ask. Can you expect anything other than 5 from 5? We can only expect 5 to be 5 itself. We cannot say that 5 will be 55. Right? So, for example, expectation of a constant is how much? 5. Then, E of x plus y is what? E of x plus E of y. Then, E of xy is equal to what? E of x into E of y. Then, E of a in a plus bx is how much? How will you write it? Can I write it as E of a plus E of b into x? Then again, E of a is how much? A plus E of b into x can be written as E of b into E of x. That is how much? A plus b into E of x. So that's how you got this way. Got it? And I am telling all these are previous year questions. Whatever is written here. Direct 1 mark questions. Why 1 mark? Because there is only 1 mark questions. Now, tell me the answer for this. E of x into E of y. Tell me the answer for this. 13 into E of x plus 9. Option C is your answer. Now, get me the answer for this. A random variable x has a probability following probability distribution. P of x less than 3 would be what? Would be what? First, we need to find the value of k. Then only we can find things. So, how to find how to find k? We know one thing. Sigma p of x is equal to how much? 1. So, can I say 2k plus 3k plus k is equal to how much? 1. So, 6k is equal to 1. K is equal to how much? 1 by 6. Very good. Now, p of x less than 3 means what? X less than 3 means is 3 included? No, 3 is not included. What all things are included? 0, 1, 2 are included. What is the probability of 2? That is 3 by 6 plus 2 by 6. Answer is how much? 5 by 6. Option D is your answer. Always remember, if p of x value there is some constant there, you can always take the total probability is equal to how much? 1, and you can get the answer. Next one. 2 unbiased dice are thrown. The expected value of the sum of numbers of the upper side is what? Do you remember the arc, people? Yes, they are asking for sum of the numbers. Can I write x then p of x? I will just put for your reference the picture I will put here. Yes, ignore all the other things. Yeah, some extra questions are also there. Yes, in this we will remove that. Let it be like this. Let it be here. Now, it is how much? The 7 will happen how many times? 6 times, 5, then 5. Now, tell me the x values. What is the minimum sum? 2, then 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, then 11, then finally 12. Now, what is the probability of sum is 2? 1 by 36. Sum is 3. 2 by 36. Sum is 4. 3 by 36. Sum is this. 4 by 36. 5 by 36. 6 by 36. Then 5 by 36. Not 7 by 36. Then 4 by 36. 3 by 36. 2 by 36. 1 by 36. Now we have the table. Now you need to find what the expected value. How will you find the expected value? E of x is what? Sigma x into P of x. Just use calculator, get me the answer. So 2 into 1 by 36, 3 into 2 by 36, 4 into 3 by 36, 5 into 4 by 36. Then, so you can always write like this. Can I take 1 by 36 common from everything? So 1 by 36 is already there. Then what is remaining? 2 into 1 plus 3 into 2 plus 4 into 3 plus 5 into 4. 5 into 4 plus 6 into 5 plus 7 into 6 plus 8 into 5 plus 9 into 4 plus 10 into 3 plus 11 into 2 plus 12 into 1. Just use memory calculation, then click MRC, divide by 36. How much is the answer? 7 or? Everyone got it as 7? Yes. Easier? Yes, that's how you do it. Okay. It's a very interesting question. First of all, you should know what is the sum. For that, you can always use the help of the arc which I taught you. Now, look at this question. A player tosses 2 fair coins. He wins 5 if 2 heads appear, 2 if 1 head appear, 1 if no head appear. What is the expected amount of winning? Yes. Now I will write the amount here. Okay. That let it be there. Then what are the x values, and we will write the p of x values. How many times it is tossed up? 2 times. And what are we expecting? Head is the expectation. Correct? Because he wins 5 rupees if 2 heads appear. So what are the possibilities? 0, 1, 2. Now do you tell me now what is the probability of 0 head? 1 by 4. What is the probability of 1 head? 4 by 2 by 4. What is the probability of 2 heads? 1 by 4. Now amounts he will get for 2 heads is how much? 5 rupees. So 1 head is how much? 2 rupees. Then no head is how much rupees? 1 rupee. Now, how will you find expected amount or E of x? That is nothing but amount into sigma. Amount into P of x. Instead of x, what you should write? Amount. We are finding the money we are going to get. That is how much? 1 into 1 by 4 plus 2 into 2 by 4 plus 5 into 1 by 4. How much is the expected amount he is going to get? 10 by 4, that is how much? 2.5. Answer is how much? Yes, A. Now, for example, our exam is there. We will find the expected marks from one question. Expected mark from one question. We will check that. Expected mark from one question. How many options are there? So one question means there are only 2 possibilities. Either you will get, probability you will take. Correct answer means what? What is the probability you will get? Correct answer probability is 1 by 4. Wrong answer probability is what? 3 by 4. Now, if you write the correct answer, what is the amount of mark you are getting? 1. If you write the wrong answer, how much it will go? Minus 2.5 it will go. Oh. Okay. Yes. If it is ulta, everyone will pass, right? Yes. 1 minus 0.25. Now you tell me the expected mark. Expected mark you will get. So, first one, 1 into 1 by 4 plus minus 0.25 into what? 3 by 4. If you are doing ingi wingi bongi, this is the expected mark. How much you will get? 1 by 4 plus minus 0.25 into 3. This is how much? Minus 0.75 divided by 4. Yes. How much is the answer? minus 0.25 divided by 4. That is how much? Yes, this is the expected mark from one question. If there is negative marking, everything is considered. We can do it for 100 question also. We can look at it, but now we are not looking at it. Yes. Now look at this. Find the expected value. Can you find the expected value for this?
Yes.
Can you give me 5 minutes? Yes, because we will be solving like 4 questions in 5 minutes. Yeah, 4 questions. We'll finish by 12:50. Done? Then we will go for Bayes' theorem and all. We'll keep it for late. Fine, you're hungry already? Everyone is hungry? Can you give me just 9 minutes? Yeah, that you can give. Even if you don't give, I'll take it. Yes. Now, find the expected value of the following probability distribution. The thing is, x values are there, p of x values are there. Can you find the expected value? You tell me, e of x is how much? E of x is nothing but minus 20 into 3 by 20. Now, if you are just using calculator, how will you use it? 20 into 3 by 20, then you will click what? M minus. Because you are just using calculator. You are not typing minus 20. If you are typing minus 20 and multiplying it, then you should use what? M plus itself. Now you are using 20 into 3 by 20, M minus, then 10 into 1 by 5, M minus, then 3 into 30 into 1 by 2, M plus or M minus, M plus, then 75 into 1 by 10, M plus or, yes, 80 into 1 by 20, M plus. Finally, MRC. How much is the answer? 21.5. Now, can you find this? Get me the answer. Expected value of demand. So, how to do this? Expected value E of x is nothing but sigma x into P of x. So, 5 into 0.05 M plus 6 into 0.1 M plus 7 into 0.3 M plus then 8 into 0.4 M plus 9 into 1 M plus finally 10 into 0.05 M plus. How much is the answer? MRC how much? 7.55. Option A. Yes. Everyone got the same answer? Now the next question. Assume that the probability for a rain on a day is 0.4. An umbrella salesman can earn 400 per day in case of rain. On that day, we will use how much? 100 rupees per day if there is no rain. The expected earning per day of the salesman is how much is the question? How to do this? Now, what is probability of raining? I will just mark rain, then not rain. Okay. Probability of raining is how much? P of x. P of x is how much? Probability of rain is 0.4. Then probability of not rain will be how much? 0.6. 1 minus 0.4. Now, how much money he will get if raining is there? Raining is happening. That is 400 he will get. Now, if it is not raining, he will lose how much? 100. That means minus 100. People, get me the value of expected earning. Expected earning is nothing but I will write this as x over x. I will write P of x into P of x is equal to sigma x into P of x is equal to what? 400 into 0.4 M plus then 100 into 0.6 M minus finally click what? MRC. How much is the answer? 100 is your answer. Clear? Yes. Now the last and final question before the break. I mean after that you can come here and study. Yes. Yes. Fine. Look at this. The probability distribution of a random variable x is given by this. Find the standard deviation. Do you know how to find standard deviation for this? No. We know how to find variance. What was the formula for variance? Variance is equal to E of x square minus E of x the whole square. Now what is this E of x square? E of x square is nothing but sigma x square into P of x. Now how will you calculate that value from this? X square means 1 into equal to multiplied with 0.15. Am I right? What is 0.15? P of x. Then click what? M plus. 2 into equal to, then multiplied with 0.25. M plus. 3 into equal to, multiplied with 0.2, not 3, right? 4 it is. 4 into equal to into 0.2. M plus. Then 5 into equal to on your calculator multiplied with 0.3. Then 6 into equal to multiplied with 0.1. Then finally click M plus and click what the MRC. How much you are getting the? How much is it? 3.55 is what? The entire value or this value?
Yes.
So this one you are getting it as how much the? 28 point, huh? Yeah, E of x square is how much? E of x is how much? E of x is 3.5. That means x into P of x. That is how much? 3.5. Oh, everyone got it as 3.5? 3.55. Then E of x square is how much?
15.45.
15.45. Yes. Now we need to find variance. Variance is how much? Variance is 15.45 minus 3.55. How much is the answer? 11.9. Huh? Yes, that is variance. Then standard deviation is equal to how much? Root of 11.9. How much is the answer? 3.44. Now, is E of x is equal to this much?
3.5 square. The whole
Oh, square is there. I forgot that. Yes, sorry for that. Yes. 3.55 the whole square. Then how much you are getting variance? Variance is how much?
2.87.
How much is it?
2.8.
2.875. Then standard deviation is equal to root of 2.875. Answer is what? 1.69. Option C is your answer. That's all. Then we will start with Bayes theorem tomorrow at 8:30 in the morning. Okay. Thank you everyone. Study well. Do well for exam. Yes. Yes. Next one is Bayes theorem. Yeah. Have you studied this? It is not at all important, but we are just looking into it. The only part which is important from Bayes theorem is the events in Bayes theorem. The events involved in Bayes theorem, all of them are what type of events? The mutually exclusive event, and that itself is the previous year question. Yes, Mr. Janaki, good morning. Yes. So that itself is the previous year question which was asked from Bayes theorem. What type of events are E1, E2, etc. up to En? These are mutually exclusive events. Keep a note. Yes. What is the meaning of mutually exclusive events? Intersection is equal to 0. Then what is the meaning of exhaustive events? Which is equal to 1. Now look at this question. According to Bayes theorem, this was the previous year question based on this. According to Bayes theorem, the equation is given E1, E2, etc. are mutually exclusive. Other are equal to 1. This is equal to 1. A and E1 are disjoint set. What is the answer? That is what I am telling till now, right? E1, E2, E3, E4, E5, etc. is what? Mutually exclusive. Now the main part we are coming to. Odds in favor of. Now, for example, people, how many options are there for you to write exam star? A, B, C, D options are there. Now, one option will be right and 3 are wrong. What are the odds in favor of you getting a right answer? 1:3. Now, what is the odds against favor of you getting a right answer? 3:1. That means 3 times the chances you will go wrong compared to getting a right answer. So now you tell me what is the probability of getting a right answer from this 1:3. Can I say that 1 divided by 1 plus 3? Yeah. What is the probability of getting a right answer? 1 by 4. Then, using this, you tell me what is the probability of getting a right answer. Yes, answer is 1 divided by 3 plus 1, which is equal to 1 by 4. Now you tell me what is the probability of you getting a wrong answer using this odds against even. 3 divided by 3 plus 1, which is equal to 3 by 4. Now we using that, we will solve few questions. Look at this. Odds in favor of A solving a problem is 5 by 7. Now you tell me what is P of A then. P of A is nothing but 5 divided by 5 plus 7. That is how much? 12. Then P of A complement will be how much then? Which is equal to 7 divided by 12. That means A not solving the question. Then odds against B solving the question is 9 by 6. That means P of B complement is how much? 9 by 15. Then P of B is how much? 6 by 15. How did you get 15? 9 plus 6 is equal to 15. Now the question is, what is the probability that if both of them try, the problem will be solved? How to solve this? Yesterday's logic. Use that logic and solve the question. So, the problem should be solved. For example, me and another person is trying to solve the question. So, the chances of the problem getting solved is, first case, I will solve and he won't solve. Second case, he will solve and I won't solve. Third case, both of us will solve. So, how will you write it? P of A into P of B complement plus P of B into P of A complement. Finally, both of us are solving it together. That means P of A into P of B. Or you can find it using this way, or you can write it as 1 minus P of A complement into B complement. That way also you can find. What is A complement into B complement? That means the problem is not getting solved by both of the people. That means if I reduce it from 1, that means I will get the probability of the problem getting solved. That way also you can do. Same answer you will get. Yes. Get me the answer. 5 by 12 into 9 by 15 plus 6 by 15 into how much the 7 by 12 plus 5 by 12 into 6 by 15. How much is the answer?
Yeah.
Divided by how much? 180. Yes, option 117 divided by 180. Option A is your answer. Yes, look at the next question. Odds against A solving a certain problem, or odds against A solving a certain problem is 4:3. That means P of A complement is how much? 4 divided by 7. P of A is how much? 3 by 7. Then P of odds in favor of B solving. That means P of B is how much? 7 by 12. Then P of B complement will be how much? 5 by 12. That means everything is given. What is the probability that the problem will be solved if both of them try? We will do it in the other method. Yes. 1 minus P of A not solving into P of B not solving. How much is the answer? 1 minus A complement is how much? 4 by 7 into 5 by 7. How much is the answer now? 5 by 12. Sorry.
16 by 20.
Which is equal to 1 minus 20 divided by how much da? 7 into 80? 84. Which is equal to 64 by 84. How much is the answer? 16 by 21. Yes. Are you understanding this da? Yes. Yes. You are getting right? Perfect. Now, another interesting question. Odds that a book will be favorably received by 3 independent reviewers are 5:2. So favorably received means odds in favor. Correct now? Now, let the reviewers be A, B, C. Let them be A, B, C. Then P of A will be how much? 5 by 7. A complement will be how much? 2 by 7. Then P of B will be how much? 4 by 7. P of B complement will be how much? 3 by 7. Then P of C will be how much? 3 by 7. P of C complement will be how much? 4 by 7. Now the question is, what is the probability that out of 3 reviewers, a majority will be favorable? Yes, you tell me. How can a majority be formed from 3? That means at least 2 should like the product or the book. So I am telling. First case, listen carefully. First case, P of A is liking it into P of B is liking it, but P of C, I mean C is not liking it. So I am writing it as what? C complement. Did you understand that side? Everyone, is it clear for you? Then second case, P of A is liking it. I mean A liking it, probability of A liking it into P of B not liking it into P of C. Third case, or then we will type plus P of A complement into P of B into what the P of C. Now, is this all the case? One more case is there. Which is that case? Everyone likes it. That means P of A into P of B into P of C. This will also give you the answer. Yes. Give me the answer. Why did we take all the cases together, all of them liking it? Because that is also a majority. Yes. Based on that, please get me the answer. You'll get the answer within seconds. So, how much is it? 5 into 3, 5 by 7 into 3 by 7 into how much? 4 by 7. Sorry, 4 by 7 into 4 by 7. Yes. Plus P of A is how much? 5 by 7. P of B complement is how much? 3 by 7. C is how much? 3 by 7. Plus A complement is how much? 2 by 7. Then B is how much? 4 by 7 into 3 by 7. Then finally 5 by 7 into 3 by 7 into how much now finally? 4 by 7. Yes. Now people, what is the denominator here? 7 into 7 into 7. 343. Looking at the option, what is the answer? Option A. We don't even need to do the complete thing. Yes. Understood. Anyway, all the other numbers are bigger numbers. Anyway, it won't become bigger. So answer is what? Option A, 209 divided by 343. Tell me the answer. If P is to Q are the odds in favor of an event, then the probability of the event is what? P by P plus Q. That is the normal way of writing this odds in favor. That's what we have studied till now. Yes. Now we are going to do some questions based on combination concept along with this. Yes. Everyone prepared for the test? Yes. Which all chapter now? Chapter 14, 18, 5, 6, 7. Perfect. And what do you think? If your base was clear, yesterday's exam would have been easy or difficult? It would have been easy. Today also I am telling, if your base is clear, base in the sense, if your concept is clear and if your formulas are clear, you can get good marks. I am telling you. Because that's how it is. Even if you look into the main exam also, if you are conceptually good, done. And if you know the formula, done. Done in good sense, not in the other sense. Yes. Now, how many of you slept well? Everyone slept well? No? No. What happened? Yes. How many of you are there in the moment? Right now, everyone is there in the moment? Yeah, yes, sir. I was there in the moment, but when you asked, we are in the past now. Yes. Now, a bag contains 12 balls of which 3 are red. 5 balls are drawn at random. Find the probability that in 5 balls, 3 are red. Now, you should tell me what is the N of S. Total number of outcomes. Do you remember the first thing I told you when we start the probability chapter? If your base of the core regarding probability is clear, you can solve any question. What is it? P of A is equal to N of A divided by N of S. That means total number of outcomes in the denominator or numerator is what? Favorable number of outcomes. Now you tell me what is N of S. Total outcomes. Read the question carefully. A bag contains 12 balls of which 3 are red. Then 5 balls are drawn at random. So 5 ball is drawn from how many balls? 12. So can I write it as 12C5? So that is your denominator. So 12C5 is how much? 12 into 11 into 10 into 9 into 8 divided by 120. How much is it? Just keep a note of it.
792.
792. Let it be there. Then n of a. What is the favorable question they are asking us? Find the probability that in 5 balls, 3 are red. How many red balls are there in total? 3. 3 red balls are there. From 3 red balls, how many red balls can you choose? I can only choose 3 red balls. Am I correct? Can I choose 5 red balls from 3 red balls? No. How many balls we want in total? We want actually 5 balls in total. Out of that 5 balls, 3 should be red. So, from the 5 balls, if 3 are red, how can we choose? Yesterday you remember one example of from a fruity basket. 7 apples are there, 8 oranges are there, 5 mangoes are there. Then they asked for choosing 3 apples. Then did you write 5 plus 7 plus this plus C3? No, you wrote 7C3 itself. So how many red balls are there? 3C3 red balls are there. But is that enough? And how many remaining balls are there? 9 remaining balls are there. From that we should choose how much? 2. So that is the numerator n of a. N of a. Now tell me what is the answer. P of a is equal to 3C3 is how much? 3C3 is how much? 1. 9C2 is how much? 9 into 8 divided by 2. That is how much? 28. 28, right? Oh, sorry, 36, 72. 36 divided by 792. What is your answer? Option D, yes. 1 by 22. People, did you understand? If this is clear, then everything will be clear. Whatever question we are going to do, it will be clear for you. Did you understand why is it 3C3? Because we chose. People, think about it. You are taking 5 balls from a bag of 12 balls. Okay. And in that, 3 are red. And what is our condition? After choosing the 5 balls also, 3 balls should be red. Now you think the 3 balls should be red means how many balls we should choose from how many red balls? 3 balls we should choose from 3 red balls. That means we are choosing 3C3. But are we only taking 3 balls? No, we are taking 2 more red or any other color balls. That means how many number of remaining colors are there? 9 colors, 9 remaining balls are there. From that, how many we should choose? 2. That's why it is 3C3 into 9C2. And why is it into, not plus? Because we are choosing 3 red balls and 2 any other color balls. Yes. Look at the next question. In a bag, there are 5 white, 3 red, 2 black. 3 balls are drawn at a time. What is the probability that the 3 balls drawn are white? Okay. Now people, you tell me what is n of s, total number of outcomes. We are choosing how many balls? 3 balls from how many balls? 10 balls. That means 10C3. That is the denominator. That is total number of outcomes. Now what is n of a? We are choosing, they are telling what is the condition? 3 balls drawn are white. That means all the 3 balls we are having is white. So how many white balls are there? 5C3 we can choose. So what is the answer? P of a is equal to, numerator is 5C3, can be 5C2. 5 into 4 divided by 2 is how much? 10. Then divided by how much? 10C3 is how much? 10 into 9 into 8 divided by 6. How much is it? 120. Yes. So answer is how much? 1 by 10. 1 by 12. Yes. Option A. Now look at the next question. People, are you able to solve? Yes. Now look at the question. Read it carefully. Yes. If your combination is clear, these type of questions are clear. Now, I will ask you a simple question. Because till now you might not have thought about that angle. I don't know whether you have thought. Now, do you remember the card example cards? Yes, we were telling probability of choosing a king from the deck of cards. Now, you tell me how many cards we are choosing? Total. No. Probability of choosing a king from the deck of cards is the question. Now tell me how many cards you are choosing? One card. That means n of s is how much? From 52 cards you are choosing one card. 52 C1 is how much? 52. So denominator is 52. Then we are choosing what? King. How many kings are there? 4. From that how many are we choosing? 1. So that is how much? 4. That's why it is 4 by 52. Randomly we are not writing it. Even though the number we know, there are 4 options for us, but this is the logic. Keep that in mind. Now, 4 married couples have gathered in a room. 2 persons are selected at random amongst them. How many are selected? 2 people. Find the probability that the selected persons are a gentleman and a lady, but not a couple. Important. What do you mean by that? So, how many gentlemen and how many ladies are there? 4 gentlemen and 4 ladies are present. 4 ladies are present. Am I right, da? Yes. Now, the condition is find the probability that selected persons are a gentleman and a lady, but not a couple. Now, people, what is the condition? Only condition is first think that you are choosing one gentleman. So, how many ways you can choose a gentleman? 4C1 ways you can choose a gentleman. And there is another condition, not a couple. Now, how many ladies are there to choose from? 3 are only there. Why? Because it cannot be a couple. That means we cannot choose the wife of this gentleman. We cannot choose her. If we are taking Abhishek Bachchan, we cannot take Aishwarya Rai. That is the case. Got it? So, 3C1. What is the answer, da? Divided by, denominator is how much? Denominator is from 8 people. Total outcome is how much? 8C2. How much is it? 4 into 3 divided by 8C2 is how much? We know that is how much? 8 into 7 divided by 2, that is 28. 12 by 28. What is the answer? 3 by 7. Option B is your answer. Can we do the next question? Yes. This one you can do it. Please do it yourself. Okay. DIY. The final question I'll do it for you. From 6 positive and 8 negative numbers, 4 numbers are chosen at random without replacement and then multiplied. Okay, what is happening? How many positive numbers are there? 6 positive numbers. And how many negative numbers are there? 8 negative numbers. 4 numbers are chosen at random without replacement. What do you mean by without replacement? We are not replacing. If 1 is taken, that is gone. Yes. Then the probability that the product of the chosen numbers will be a positive number is what? How many numbers are chosen? 4 numbers. One by one we will see. Case 1. How can a number, when we choose 4 numbers, how can the numbers product can be negative? So, I will say 2 positive we are taking and 2 negative we are taking. That is one possibility. Or case 2. We can take 4 positive number itself. Or case 3. Can we take all negative numbers? 4 negative number itself we can take. Any other possibility? 2 positive, 2 negative, that we took. 3 positive, 1 negative means product will be what? The negative. 1 negative, 2 positive. No. That is anyway it will be negative. 4 positive means anyway the product will be positive. 4 negative means anyway the product will be what? Positive. Then any other possibility is there or not? No other possibility. Yes, how to do this then? We are choosing 4 positives, 2 positive from how many positive numbers? Yes. Before that, we should know what is n of s. Total, how many we are choosing? The 4 numbers. From how many numbers? 14 numbers. 14C4. That is the denominator. Okay, keep that in mind. Now, the numerator, we will talk for each case. Each case. And I am writing the entire thing is what are divided by 14C4. Anyway, in all the cases, the denominator will be same. You remember? Yes, even for die for 2 times. The denominator is 36 throughout. The denominator is always 36. Likewise here 14C4 will be the denominator. Now numerator we will speak. Now 2 positive numbers can be chosen from how many positive numbers? 6 positive numbers. That means 6C2 into 8 negative numbers are there, and how many negative number we are choosing? So 8C2 plus 4 positive numbers from 6 positive numbers plus 4 negative numbers from 8 positive numbers. Just finish things, you will get the answer. How much is the answer? 505 divided by? Yes. So 8C2, 6C2 is how much now? 6 into 5 divided by 2, that is how much? 15. 8C2 is how much now? 28. Then 4C4 is nothing but 6C2, that is 15, plus 8C4 is how much now? 8C4 you find the answer. 8 into 7 into 6 into 5 divided by 4 factorial is how much? 24. That is how much now? 70. 70. Yes. Thank you, ma'am. Divided by denominator is how much? Denominator is 14C4. 1001 now? Yes. 1001. How much is the answer? 505 divided by 1001. Yes. So that's your chapter probability, people. Yes. Did you understand? Did you learn the logic of using the concept of OR? Case 1, case 2, case 3. Always use that, you can solve any question. I'm telling you, whatever may be the question, you will be able to solve. Now, chapter number 16, theoretical distribution, one of the easiest chapter. I'm telling you, one of the easiest. There is nothing easier than theoretical distribution. I'm telling you. Yes. Have anyone studied this before? How many of you skipped this chapter till now? Yes, I'm having a good crowd. Yes. I'll enjoy this. It is one of my favorite chapter to teach because there is nothing to teach. There are few things. If I tell that this is the thing, you will understand this is the thing. Yes. Now, what do you mean by theoretical distribution? We'll start with that. Anyway, it's going like this. We'll start with that question. What do you mean by theoretical distribution? Theoretical distribution is nothing but what? It is a probability distribution for projection of things. For example, we will study certain things and we will predict, today it is going to rain. This day it will rain. Because the stats says, the probability say that. We can use mainly, I'll tell about that. So mainly it is about what? The short-term projections. Short-term only projection we will do. We will not do that projection and all. 2012 projection. You know that? The world will get over in 2012. Yes. You are maybe running around thinking that the world will get over in 2012. Yes. Maybe you didn't even know that world was there in 2012. Yes. Then, here we will be dealing with certain things, mean, median, mode and standard deviation. Have we studied this? Yes, till now we have studied this. Then, types of probability distribution we will be dealing with, discrete and continuous. Very important probability distribution. It is of 2 types. First one is discrete and the second one is continuous. I'll tell you why is it important. In discrete there are 2 types. First one is binomial. And the second one is Poisson distribution. In continuous, we will only be dealing with normal distribution. Okay? Yes. Keep a note of that. Now, probability distribution is how many types? Discrete, continuous. Then discrete is of binomial and Poisson, while continuous is of normal. Now the interesting part I'll tell you. There is something called as parameter. Have you heard about parameter? Parameter is nothing but a characteristics of a population. That is the meaning of parameter. In order to talk about a population, we will use some character. For example, in India, in order to talk about the population, we will say that everyone is Indian. That is a character. Likewise, different characters are there. Sometimes we will use mean here, then variance here. Yes, these are the characters we are going to see in this chapter. Now, in binomial, there is, so for example, see this binomial. Yes, it is biparametric. 2 parameters. Then, in continuous, normal is biparametric. Why I will tell you this is important. No. Yes. Now, don't say hey Siri. Yes. Now, biparametric. There was a previous year question. Which of the following is a biparametric continuous probability distribution? You will think always you will study about biparameter means binomial. So, you will go and answer binomial distribution. Answer is what? Normal distribution. Keep a note of that. So, binomial, it has 2 parameters. That parameters are nothing but n, p. Keep a note. N is what? Number of trials. How many times we are trying. P is what? Probability of success in a single trial. Yes. So probability distribution, I am just teaching you like our faculties in the past who taught biology and all in 10th, 9th and 8th, right? They used to draw like this and all, right? Similarly, I am drawing because this part is very important. So probability distribution, how many types? 2 types. What are they? Discrete, continuous. Indiscrete, how many are there? 2 types. What are they? Binomial, Poisson. Then in continuous, what are the types we are studying? Normal distribution. In binomial distribution, how many parameters are there? 2 parameters. Normal distribution, how many parameters are there? 2 parameters. Then you will ask me, sir, Poisson distribution, how many parameters are there? 1 parameter. Keep a note. 1 parameter. That we will speak later. Now we will start with binomial distribution. Now, in binomial distribution, how many parameters? 2 parameters. It is based on what? Bernoulli's trials. Keep a note. Binomial distribution is based on Bernoulli's trials. Again, that Bernoulli and B both are starting with B. Then, discrete probability distribution or continuous probability distribution. It is continuous or discrete? Discrete probability distribution. Now here, it has 2 parameters. Which are those parameters? N and P. N is what? Number of trials. P is what? Probability of success in a single trial. Then we have a probability mass function equation for binomial distribution. That is nothing but P of x is equal to NCX into P raised to x into Q raised to n minus x, where n is what? The number of trials. Then P is what? Probability of success in a single trial. That is important. For example, if you are tossing a coin, they are telling you are tossing a coin for 10 times. What is the probability of success of getting a head? Answer is 1 by 2. We will only take P value as how much now? 1 by 2. We will not take for all the 10 attempts. We will only check for what? Single trial. That is 1 by 2. Now Q is what? Probability of failure in a single trial. That is nothing but 1 minus P. Then what is this X? The number of successes. Keep a note. X is what? Number of success. What is this NCX? Our combination equation. Everyone knows about that. Now are you getting the pattern? What we studied first? We studied permutation combination. Then we came to what? Set relation function. Then we came to probability. Now we are coming over here. That means the pattern is clear. If you learn this chapter, you can learn the next chapter no matter what. Okay, next one. Some of the things we will be dealing with this chapter is mean. Mean of binomial distribution is what? N into P. What is this N? I will ask again. N is what? Number of trials. Then P is what? Probability of success in a single trial. Then variance. Variance is nothing but N, P, Q. N into P into Q. Then standard deviation is what? Sigma is equal to root of NPQ. Why we are taking root of NPQ? Because we know that variance is NPQ. Now people, an interesting question. You tell me what is the expectation of this value? Expectation of X in this. No. Expectation. Last chapter I told you during random variable E of X is nothing but our mean. Keep a note. E of X is what? Mean. So NP is expectation of X. Sometimes in question they will give you E of X. That time you should understand that is what? Mean. Next one. Now another interesting part is mode. Mode is one of the another spoiler I am going to give you. One question will be there from mode. From either this or the next one. Okay, keep a note of mode. It's very important. Mode. What is mode? Mode is the most frequently occurring observation. Okay, now for finding mode we have an equation n plus 1 into p. Make a note of that. What is it? N plus 1 into p. Now after finding n plus 1 into p, if you are getting it like 4, you will be like, sir, mode is 4. No, not 4. If you are getting n plus 1 into p is equal to 4, the mode is not 4. The mode is 4 comma 3. 4 and 1 less than 4. Now what if n plus 1 into p is equal to 20? What are the modes then? 20 comma 19. Then what if n plus 1 into p is equal to 13? Mode is what? 13 comma 12. Very important people. Many people will make mistake. I'll tell you the reason for making mistake. One of the option will be 4. You will be like, I got 4, answer is 4. If you learn the formula, you will write 4. If you learn the concept, you will write 4 comma 3. Next one. If n plus 1 into p is equal to 4.5, what is the mode? No. Answer is the integer part. That is 4. Whenever it is decimal, we will only take the integer part. Keep a note. Very important. What if n plus 1 into p is equal to 3.5? What is the mode? We will just take this 3. Answer is what? 3. Mode is equal to 3. Now, what if n plus 1 into p is equal to 100? 100 comma 99. What is n plus 1 into p is equal to 1000.5? Answer will be the integer part. That is what? 1000. I hope you understood this. Clear up? Yes? Now, symmetry and skewness. When p is equal to q is equal to 0.5, the distribution is what? Symmetric. Keep a note down. When p is equal to q is equal to 0.5 means what? Probability of success is equal to probability of failure. Then the observation is what? The distribution is what? Symmetric. If p less than 0.5, it is positively skewed. If p greater than 0.5, it is negatively skewed. What do you mean by skewness? We'll have a lecture based on this later. What do you mean by skewness? You didn't know skewness? What are you listening to? What do you mean by skewness? Skewness. What do you mean by symmetry? If I draw a graph, it will be, if I cut it into two halves, it will be equally distributed. Two mirror image, right? Now, skewness means it is not symmetrical. Keep that in mind. Skewness means what? It will not be symmetrical. For example, I am cutting this into two half means like this it will be. One half will be small, other half will be big. That way you can tell. Skewness is what? It is not symmetrical. Now, yes. Now we will read one thing, then we will come to that additive property. How will you read this? X is a binomial variable with parameters n comma p. X is a binomial variable with parameters n comma p. Now, for example, the question is given like this. B is equal to 6 comma 1 by 4. What is the value of n? What is the value of p? What is the value of q? Find the variance for this, everyone. Find the variance for this question. What is the variance for this? N into p into q, which is equal to what? 6 into p is how much? 1 by 4. Q will be how much? 1 minus 1 by 4. That is nothing but 3 by 4. How much is the answer? How much is the answer? Variance. 1.125. You will get it as 18 by 16. Got the point? That's how sometimes they'll give it in the question. Now, what is the maximum value of probability here? 1. What is the minimum value of probability here? 0. Negative value is possible, right? No, it is not possible. Now, this moment part we will discuss towards the end. There is too much to discuss over that. Now, get me the value of n people. N. E of x is equal to 2. What do you mean by E of x? Expectation of x. That is nothing but our mean. Keep a note. NP is equal to 2. Then V of x is what? The variance. Keep a note. That is nothing but NPQ, which is equal to 4 by 3. Now we need to find the value of n. So people, we have the value of NP, which is equal to 2. So we will substitute that over here. That means 2 into Q is equal to how much? 4 by 3. Then Q is equal to how much? 2 by 3. If you know the value of Q is equal to 2 by 3, then P will be how much? 1 minus 2 by 3. If failure is this much, probability of failure is this much, success will be what? 1 minus failure. That is equal to what? 1 by 3. Now, how much is the answer?
6.
Check again. You found P. Yes. NP is equal to what? 2. Instead of P, what you will put? 1 by 3. N into 1 by 3 is equal to 2. N is equal to what? 6. Option D is your answer. That's the method. Or what you can do? You can always option hit. After finding P, you will substitute in the option and you will get it. Yes. Now, what are the parameters of binomial distribution? Both N and P. What is N? What is N? Number of trials. Then what is P? Probability of success. Now, look here. For binomial distribution written as B of 6, P. Now, tell me now, what is 6? What is P? N is equal to 6. What is P? Our probability of success in a single trial. Then people, the most important part, they have written something. P of x is equal to 2 is equal to 9 into P of x is equal to 4. What is the formula we are going to use? We are going to use the probability mass function equation over here. That is what? NCX. P of x is what? The NCX into P raised to x into Q raised to n minus x. Now substitute over here. Here x value is how much in the first case? In the left hand side, x is equal to 2. So can I write 6C2 into P we don't know. P raised to what? X is how much here? 2 into Q raised to what? 6 minus 2 is how much? 4, which is equal to 9 into how much? 6C4 into P raised to how much? 4 into Q raised to how much? 2. Now cancel 6C2, 6C4. Why are we cancelling that? Because both are equal. Now what is remaining? What we need to find? We need to find P. Can I write? We will cancel things first. Can I cancel P square and P raised to 4? What is remaining? P square is remaining. Then can I cancel Q square and Q raised to 4? What is remaining? Q square is remaining. So can I write Q square divided by P square is equal to what? 9. Instead of q, what you will write? Instead of q, can I write it as 1 minus p divided by p the whole square? Is that correct now? You remember the indices property we learned? Yes, that time we learned if quotient rule q square by p square, we can write it as q by p the whole square. Similarly, I am writing instead of q, I am putting what? 1 minus p divided by p the whole square is equal to what? 9. Two options are there. Either you can option hit or you can remove the square of both the sides. That means 1 minus p divided by p is equal to root of 9 is how much? 3. Then 1 minus p is equal to 3p. Then 1 is equal to how much? 4p. P is equal to how much? 1 by 4. Option D is your answer. Got the answer now? Yes. Or you will do what? Option hitting. From this step itself, you will option hit using each values. Yes. Can we do the next question? Look at the next question. For a binomial distribution, b of n comma p, mean is equal to 6. That means np is equal to 6. Then variance is equal to 2. That means npq is equal to 2. Get me the value of p. Get me the value of p. So instead of np, what are we going to put? 6. That means 6 into q is equal to what? 2. Then q is equal to how much dot? 2 by 6. That is nothing but 1 by 3. Then p is how much dot? P is nothing but 1 minus q, which is equal to 1 minus 1 by 3, which is equal to 2 by 3. How much is the answer? Option A is your answer. Now people, if you don't know how to factorize or if you don't know how to take LCM, you can directly use calculator. No one is stopping you, and check which option is giving you the answer. That's all. Okay. Yes. Now, next question. Till now everything is fine. I want to understand this binomial is discrete or continuous? Discrete. Now what are the parameters? How many parameters are there first of all? 2. What are the parameters? N and P. What is the N? What is P? Probability of success in a single trial. Then I am going to ask you what is mean? NP. What is variance? NPQ. Then what else is there? Standard deviation, root of NPQ. Then what is the probability equation for binomial distribution? NPX, P raised to X into Q raised to N minus X. Now the next question. For binomial distribution, which is greater, which is smaller? Mean is greater or variance is greater? Mean is greater. Do you want a proof? Look at the previous question. Mean is how much? 6. Variance is how much? 2. How much is the answer? Mean is greater than variance. Do you know what is the reason for that? Because in variance, what is happening? In variance, we are NP is multiplied with another decimal value. When we multiply something with another decimal, again it will get smaller. That's why it is becoming variance is lesser than mean. Now, get me the answer for this. Find the mode of the binomial distribution for which the mean is 4, variance is 3. Now, what is the formula we will be using for mode? N plus 1 into P. Now, first we need N, then we require what? P. If we have both, we can find the value of mode. Now, first one. Mean is how much? NP is equal to 4. Then NPQ is equal to how much? 3. Substitute over here. 4 into Q is equal to 3. So Q is equal to what? 3 by 4. From this we can write P is what? 1 minus Q, which is equal to 1 minus 3 by 4, that is 1 by 4. We have the value of P. Can you find the value of N? N into 1 by 4 is how much? 4. N is equal to how much? 16. Cross multiplying, we are getting 16. Now apply the formula of N plus 1 into P, which is equal to 17 divided by 4. How much is the answer? 4.25. When we are getting in decimal, what is our mode? Mode is equal to 4. The integer part, that is 4. Option A. And I know a student who wrote the Jan attempt. I think everyone wrote Jan attempt here. Most of them wrote Jan attempt. One student that time was telling that, sir, the answer is not 4, answer is 4.25. Yes. Why did he say answer is 4.25? because he knows the formula but not the concept of this. And very rarely conceptually we are using formulas in statistics part. Yes, so answer is what? 4. Next one. The binomial distribution with parameters 15 and 1 by 3. With parameters 15 and 1 by 3 means n is what? 15. P is what? 1 by 3. Then the value of mode. N plus 1 into P is what? 16 divided by 3, which is equal to what? 5.33. So what is the mode? Mode is equal to 5. Option A is your answer. Now, get me the answer. Mode when n is equal to 15, P is equal to 1 by 4, binomial in binomial distribution.
4 and 3.
Yes, so n plus 1 into P is nothing but 16 by 4, which is equal to what? 4. That means mode is what? 4 comma and 1 less than 4, that is option B. Yes, is that clear for everyone? Can we do the next question? Yes. Look at this question. In a binomial distribution with 5 independent trials, the probabilities of 2 and 3 successes are 0.4362 and 0.2181 respectively. Okay. Then parameter P of the binomial distribution is how much? How to write this? The probabilities of 2 and 3 successes are 0.4362 and 0.2181 respectively. People, can I write it like this? P of x is equal to 2 is equal to how much? 0.4362. P of x is equal to 3 is equal to how much? 0.2181. What is the formula for P of x is equal to 2? What is the formula for that? NCX. We have our general formula. What is NCX? P raised to x, Q raised to n minus x. Now, n is how much here? 5. So, 5C2 into P raised to what? P raised to 2 into Q raised to what? 3. Which is equal to 0.4362. Which is, the second one is what? This one. How to say that? 5C3 is into P raised to 3 into Q raised to what? Q raised to 2, which is equal to 0.2181. Now, what is the best method you can do? Write it equation 1, write it equation 2. Equation, which one divided by which one? Equation 1 divided by 2. That is fine. That means equation 1 left hand side is what? 5C2 into P square into Q cube divided by the right hand side, second equation left hand side is what? 5C3 into P raised to 3 into Q square, which is equal to 0.4362 divided by what? 0.2181. Now, what all things are getting cancelled off? 5C3, 5C2 cancelled. Why? Because we know that NCR is equal to NC n minus R. Then, P square and P cube cancel. What is remaining? P is remaining. Q square and Q cube cancel. What is remaining? Q is remaining. So, can I write Q by P is equal to what? 2. Q by P is equal to 2. Now, from this, you will write Q as what? 1 minus P is equal to, divided by P is equal to 2. Get me the answer. 1 minus P is equal to 2P. From that, 1 is equal to 3P. P is equal to what? 1 by 3. Option B is your answer. This is all the type of question based on general rules of binomial distribution. I think everyone understood everything, and I am telling you, go do questions based on your last 2 attempts itself. Just 2 questions based on May and Jan. You will understand that you can solve the questions. More than enough from this. Now, this question, then we will go for the previous questions and all, then we will go for Poisson distribution. Yes. If x is a binomial variable with parameters n comma p, then x can assume values. What are the possible values of x? Can it be more than 1? You are writing 10 exam. Can you be successful 12 times? No. Total number is how much? N is equal to 10. Then number of successes is how much? 0 to 10. Now you tell me what is the possibility. Any whole numbers between 0 and n, both inclusive. Yes. Next one. 6 coins are tossed simultaneously. Probability of obtaining exactly 2 heads. How to do this? So 6 coins are tossed means how many trials? N is equal to 6. And what is our success? X is equal to 2 is our success. Success should be there for 2 times. So what is P of X is equal to 2? You tell me now. NC 2 P raised to 2 into Q raised to N minus 2. N is how much? 6. 6C2 into P value is how much? Probability of getting a head in a single trial is what? 1 by 2. Can I write it as 0.5 or 1 by 2 itself? I'll write it here. 1 by 2 square into 1 by 2 the whole raised to what? 6 minus 2 is how much? 4. So 6C2 is how much? 6C2 is 15 into 1 by 2 can I write it as 0.5? 0.5 the whole raised to how much now? 0.5 the whole raised to 6. How much is the answer? Yes, 15 by 64 or? Yes, 15 by 64. Find it in decimal itself. Yes, till today we didn't do any question like that. 0.5 into equal to how many times? 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then multiply it with 15. How much you are getting now? 0.234375. So which option is giving you that? 0.234375. That means option C is your answer. Next one. The mean and variance of a binomial distribution are 4 and 4 by 3 respectively. Then P of X greater than or equal to 1 is what? Greater than or equal to 1 means at least 1, right? At least 1. X value should be at least 1 they are telling. Getting at least 1. For example, at least 1 head, at least 2 coins, at least having a boy in the group, at least a girl in the group. Likewise, X greater than or equal to 1, that is the meaning. Now, we need to find P of X greater than or equal to 1. That means we need to use the formula of NCX, P raised to X, Q raised to N minus X. But the thing is, there is a greater than or equal to sign. How can you solve it easily? P of X greater than or equal to 1 can be written as P1 minus P of X less than 1. That is the way of writing it. Now, P of X less than 1. What are the possible values of X less than 1? That is 1 minus P of X is equal to 0. Now, possible values of X are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, etc. up to infinity. Only the whole numbers are there. That's why I discussed here now. Any whole number between 0 and n. Both inclusive. Now, people, in order to find this, we need the value of n. We need the value of p. We need the value of q. You tell me what is the value of n. So, for that, what all things are given? np is given, which is equal to 4. npq is given, which is equal to 4 by 3. Instead of NP, you will put 4. That means 4 into Q is equal to 4 by 3. That means Q is equal to how much? 1 by 3. That means P is equal to how much? 2 by 3. Then N is equal to how much? 2 by 3 into P is 2 by 3 into N is equal to 4. That means N is equal to how much? 6. We have everything. Substitute. Which is equal to 1 minus 6C 0. P raised to P is how much? 2 by 3, the entire thing raised to X is how much? 0 into Q is how much? 1 by 3, the entire thing raised to what? Raised to 6, which is equal to, answer is how much now? 1 minus 1 divided by 729. Answer is how much? 728 divided by 729. That's your method. Now, another add on for you. When is binomial used? When the number of trial is less. Basically, when the number of trial is less and the success rate is very high. Okay. Now, for the binomial distribution, if variance is equal to mean square, that means NPQ is equal to what? np the whole square or n square p square. Can I write it that? Yes, n square the p square, n square into p square. Can I do that? Yes. From that we will cancel things. N got cancelled, 1 n got cancelled. P got cancelled, 1 p got cancelled. What is remaining? Can I write 1 minus p is equal to np? Now option hit and get me the answer. What are the values of n and p? Yes. Option hit. First option can be the answer. Yes. Try option A. Option A. That means 1 minus 1 by 2. That is LHS. P value is 1 by 2. N by 1 minus 1 by 2, which is equal to 1 by 2. Then RHS is what the 1 into 1 by 2. That is how much? 1 by 2. That means LHS is equal to RHS, which is the option E. Okay. Yeah, it's on. Okay. Yes. Now the climate is too good. Morning it was very fun to walk, but I came in bike. Yes. Now, incidence of skin diseases in a chemical plant occurs in such a way that its workers have 20% chance of suffering from it. Okay. What is the probability that 6 workers, 4 or more, will have skin diseases? 4 or more will have skin diseases. How many workers are there in total? 6 workers. Can I say that that is P of 4 or more means can I write P of X greater than or equal to 4? Yes. Anyway, we don't need to write 1 minus P of X less than 4. Anyway, we need to do the sum. Both the ways we need to do the calculation, so we can directly write it also. Even if you write it, it is also fine. Now the funniest part is, not funniest, okay, yes. 20% chance of suffering from it. That means there is a chance of 20% for those people to suffer from it. That means what is the probability of success? 0.2. Why are we taking probability of success as 0.2? Because they are asking will have skin diseases. If the question was will not have skin diseases, we would have taken P as 0.8. Got the logic? Yes. Now try. Q is how much then? 0.8. Now, P of X greater than or equal to 4. How to write that? Can I write P of X greater than or equal to 4 is nothing but P of X is equal to 4 plus P of X is equal to 5 plus P of X is equal to what? 6 plus P of X is equal to 7 is there? No. Why? Why? Because only 6 people are there. Now, how many are there in total? N is equal to 6. First one, can I write 6C4 into, what is the case? 6C4 into, P is how much? 0.2 the whole raised to 4 into 0.8 the whole raised to 2. How did you write 2? 6 minus 4 is how much? 2 plus 6C5 into 0.2 the whole raised to 5 into 0.8 the whole raised to what? 0.8 the whole raised to 1 plus 6C6 into 0.2 the whole raised to 6 into 0.8 the whole raised to 0. Now 6C4 is how much? That is nothing but 6C2. 6C2 is what? 6 into 5 divided by 2, that is how much? 15 into 0.2 the whole raised to 4 into 0.8 the whole square plus 6C5 is what? 6C1, that is 6 into 0.2 the whole raised to 5 into 0.8 plus 6C6 is how much? 1 into 0.2 the whole raised to 6. Now I wrote it this way because I want to know how are you calculating this using calculator. You are using a memory calculation, but there are 2 square and other terms. How to do this? First, take your calculator and type 0.2 into equal to how many times? 3 times. Yes. Then multiply it with 0.8. Multiply it with 0.8. Then multiply it with 15. Then click M plus. That means we can save a memory calculation step. Keep that in mind. Yes. Did you do that? Then 0.2 into equal to how many times now? Equal to 4 times equal to. Then multiply it with 0.8, multiply it with 6, click M plus. Finally, 0.2 into equal to, how many times equal to da? 5 times equal to, then click M plus. Finally click MRC. How much is the answer da? 0.1696. Okay. Is it clear for everyone? Yes, binomial is clear. Who are learning for the first time? Are you understanding things now? Yes. Now, we are going to Poisson. Now, I already told you that binomial is used when the number of trial is less and the success rate is more. When is Poisson used? When the number of trials is very high and the success is very less. Got the logic? Now, for example, I'll tell, let there be a student who is writing 4,000 times exam. Okay, he is known to pass the exam only for 2 or 3 times. That means the probability of success will be what? Very minute. But the number of trials is what? Very high. You want to be binomial or Poisson? Binomial. Yes. Why? We want lesser trials and more success. That is the meaning. Now, in Poisson, how many parameters are there? One parameter is there. And that parameter is called as M. Or some people will use lambda. Up to you. I am using M. M is the parameter. Then, this M is the mean as well as the variance. Keep a note. M is mean or variance. Both at the same time. Then, what is standard deviation? Standard deviation is nothing but root of M. That's all. Now, character. N is coming towards what? Infinity. That means number of trials is going towards what? Infinity. And the probability of success is going towards what? 0. But we can use NP when required. The formula of NP, right? It can be used also whenever we require. We can find M using NP when we require to find. Yes, that also I'll show you once. Yes. Now, what are the characters? How many characters are there? No, characters in the sense. So, what are the characters? 2 characteristics are there for this. One is N is going towards 0. Then the next character is what? Success rate is towards 0. Sorry, N is going towards infinity and success rate is towards 0. Then how many parameters are there? One parameter. What is that parameter? M. That is the mean as well as the variance. Make a note. Standard deviation is then what? Root M. Now, mode people. Mode is also what? We will find M. Okay, people listen. We will find M. And if the value of M is equal to 4, what are the modes? 4, 3. Keep a note. If the value of M is equal to 10, if the mean is equal to 10 or the variance is equal to 10, then mode is how much? 10, 9. Then what if M is equal to 7.5? What is the mode? That is the integer part, that is 7. What if M is equal to 2.73536? Then mode is equal to what? The integer part 2. Keep a note of that. Yes. Then we have our probability mass function equation for Poisson distribution. What is it? E raised to minus m into m raised to x divided by x factorial. X is tending towards what? Infinity. X is nothing but our Poisson variate or the number of successes. That's the basic meaning. M is what? M is what? Mean or the variance. Then what is the value of E? We studied in logarithm. That time I told you this chapter we will be using it. 2.72. Then that's all. We will start. How will you read this? It is a Poisson variable with parameter what? Yeah. Sometimes they will give it like this. P of root 2. What do you mean by that? That means we should understand that this is not probability of, it is Poisson of. They will always give it like this. That means we should understand m value is what? Root 2. Like we found n and p value in binomial, right? Yes. Now one thing I missed in binomial to explain. Additive property of binomial theorem. If x is a binomial variable with parameters n1 comma p and y is a binomial variate with parameters n2 comma p, then x plus y is a binomial variate with parameters n1 plus n2 comma p. So what is the condition here? The p value should be same. Then only we can perform that. Yeah, additive property we can only use when p values are same. Otherwise we cannot use that. Yes. Now additive property in Poisson. So x is a Poisson variate with parameter m1, y is a Poisson variate with parameter m2, then x plus y is what? Poisson variate with parameter m1 plus m2. Direct answer. Yes. When to use? Then the total number of events of trials are very large. Probability of success for each trial is very small. The model, this one. Examples, printing errors. Okay, whenever, I think this time that question was there. Printing error is based on what? Then road accident is based on what? Poisson distribution. Whenever the numbers are very large, we will go for what? A Poisson. Now, that large number is usually 100 or more. In certain cases, they will give n is equal to 50 itself for Poisson. But usually 100 or more. Now, get me the answer for this. And one more thing, skewness. It is always what? The positively skewed. Yes. How to do this? They are asking for what? E of x. What is E of x? We need to find m here. That is mean. Here mean is what? M. Now, what is given? P of x is equal to 0 is equal to P of x is equal to 2. What is the formula we know of? E raised to minus m, m raised to x divided by x factorial is the thing we know. Now we will apply it over here. That is nothing but e raised to minus m into m raised to 0 divided by what? 0 factorial, which is equal to e raised to minus m into m square divided by 2 factorial. E raised to minus m cancel. M raised to 0. Any number raised to 0 is what? 1. 0 factorial is how much? 1. That means, can I cross multiply this? That will become 2 is equal to m square. M is equal to what? Root 2. That means a is equal to root 2. That means our mean is equal to root 2. Now, the standard deviation of Poisson distribution is 2. Then the mode is what? Standard deviation means root m. Root m is equal to 2. That means m is equal to what? 4. Then mode will be what? 4 comma 3. What is the answer? Option C is your answer. For Poisson distribution, dash and dash are equal. Mean and variance are equal. Yes. Next one. If a random variable x follows Poisson distribution such that e of x is equal to 30, then the variance of the distribution is what? 30. Why? E of x means m is equal to 30. We know that mean and variance are 30. This is the level of question, people. It is just checking you whether you know the basics or the concept. Next one. If a Poisson, it is a Poisson variate such that P of x is equal to 2 is equal to 0.7, P of x is equal to 2 is equal to 0.3, then P of x is equal to 0 is what? Yes. Don't read question like that. Read it slowly always. And people, one of the mistake you will make inside the exam hall is, you will read questions like how I read. Even I will not understand what I read. That means you will think that time is not there. You will be rushing with the question and spending and wasting time of reading the question again and again because you are reading very fast. Don't read the question first. Read it slowly, mark down things and do it. Within 60 seconds, you will be able to do it. Yes. How many of you done 90 plus question yesterday? How many of you did 80 plus yesterday? How many of you did 70 plus yesterday? How many of you did Ingi Pingi Pongi yesterday? Anyone did Ingi Pingi? It's that temptation after writing the 99th question. What if I mark the 100th question? Did anyone do that? Okay, don't do that. Temptation will be there towards the end, last 2 minutes and all. We will feel like I need to mark 5 more. That temptation will always be there. Never do that. Maybe that 5 itself will kill your opportunity. Don't do that. Then do this. How to solve this? What all things are given? P of x is equal to 1 is equal to 0.7. So can I write e raised to minus m raised to 1 divided by 1 factorial is equal to 0.7. Then e raised to minus m into m square divided by 2 factorial is equal to how much? 0.3. Now you find the value of m, then only we can find the value of p of x is equal to 0. Otherwise, will you be able to find it? No. Using these two equations, we will find equation, which one divided by which one? 2 divided by 1 we will do. That means, what is the case? Equation 2 is what? I will just rearrange the equation and write. Instead of writing 2 factorial here, can I write it over the other side? That means into 0.3 into 2 is how much? 0.6. I cross multiply. Think that I cross multiply. Everyone understood that? Yes. Now take it as equation 2. Now tell me, equation 2 by equation 1. E raised to minus m into m square divided by e raised to minus m into m, which is equal to 0.6 divided by 0.7. So m is how much? M is nothing but 6 by 7. Correct? 0.6 by 0.7 is what? 6 by 7. Then they are asking for what? P of x is equal to 0. P of x is equal to 0 is nothing but e raised to minus m into m raised to 0 divided by 0 factorial, which is equal to how much? E raised to minus 6 by 7. What is the answer? Yes, option B is your answer. Can we do the next one? We are almost at the end for Poisson. The normal is there. Normal is very interesting. Yes. That is one of the topic you cannot study by yourself, if you ask me. Normal. It will complicate things. The average number of advertisement per page appearing in a newspaper is 3. What is 3 then? The average number of advertisement per page appearing in a newspaper is 3. Then 3 is what? M. What is the probability that the particular page has 0 advertisements? Now people, is Poisson mentioned in any part of the question? How did you understand it is Poisson? Looking at the option. E is there. That is one thing. Okay? Always look at the option and always look at the brackets. Sometimes brackets can also help you. Sometimes E value will be there in the bracket. Then next one. Next thing is advertisements. Then printing errors. Then road accidents. Then whichever you feel like too many numbers are there and very small numbers will be there as success, you can take it as what? Poisson. Next one. Do the question. M is 3. Then 0 success, they are 0 advertisement is the question. They are asking for what? P of x is equal to 0. Anyone asking though? No. P of x is equal to 0. That is how much? E raised to minus m raised to 0 divided by what? 0 factorial. What is the answer? E raised to minus. Option A is your answer. If a Poisson distributed random variable, the probability of x taking value is equal to 2. That means P of x is equal to 2 is equal to 3 times the probability of what? X is equal to 4. Can you solve this? Direct question. So how will you write it? P of x is equal to 2 e raised to minus m into m square divided by 2 factorial, which is equal to 3 into e raised to minus m into m raised to 4 divided by 4 factorial is how much? 24. Yes, get me the answer. E raised to minus m cancel. 3 and 24 got cancel. How much is remaining? 8 is remaining. 2 and 8 got cancel. What is remaining? 4 is remaining. M square and m raised to 4 got cancel. M square is remaining. So m square is equal to 4. So m is equal to what? 2. Option C is your answer. If you don't know to cancel, what you will do? You will use your calculator for the numbers. You will get the same answer. Yes. Now the final question. Yes. Final question. A renowned hospital usually admits how many people? 200 patients every day. 1% of patients on average require special room facilities. On one particular morning, it was found that only one special room is available. What is the probability that more than 3 patients would require special room facilities? How to do this? Very interesting question. Now, first of all, how will you understand this is a question based on Poisson distribution? Because 200 is a big number. Anything more than 100 or whenever usually it is more than in between 50 and 900, right? They will mention it in the question that it is based on Poisson or binomial. But it is more than 100 and all, they will not mention. That time we should understand that is based on what? It is based on Poisson. Now, look here. A renowned hospital usually admits 200 patients every day. 200 patients every day means what? There are 200 patients every day. They are not telling average. Then 1% of the patients on average require special room facility. We are talking about what? Special room facility. That means M is equal to what? 200 into 1%, which is equal to how much? 2. M is equal to 2. That we got. Then on one particular morning, it was found that only one special room is available. Okay, one room is only available. Then what is the probability that more than 3? More than 3 means, do you know the end point of 3? That is 200. No, we don't know the end. 3, more than 3 patients means up to 200 patients can be there. So, can you write P of X more than 3 is what? Greater than 3? Can I write it as 1 minus P of X less than? Equal to is there a? Yes, less than or equal to 3. Get me the value of things, which is equal to 1 minus P of X less than or equal to 3. Can I write it as P of X is equal to 3 plus P of X is equal to 2 plus P of X is equal to 1 plus P of X is equal to 0. We should go for 0 also because 0 patients can also be a possibility. Now, get me the answer. You have every value? M value is there? Yes. X value is there? Yes. You have everything. Get me the answer, which is equal to 1 minus P of X is equal to 3. X is equal to 3. E raised to minus M into M cube divided by what? 3 factorial plus E raised to, so instead of this M, we will write it in the, here itself can I write? Is it fine for you? Yeah. Yes. E raised to minus 2, then 2 cube divided by 3 factorial plus E raised to minus 2, then 2 square divided by what? 2 factorial plus E raised to minus 2 into 2 raised to 1 divided by 1 factorial plus E raised to minus 2. Then again anyway the answers are 1 only. Now what is common in everything? E raised to minus 2 is common in everything. What is not common? 2 cube is how much? 8 divided by 6 plus 4 divided by 2 plus 2 plus 1. Get me the answer for this. Just use calculator. So first find 8 divided by 6. Then M plus 4 divided by 2 is what? 2. Then click M plus, then plus 2, or you can directly write this. 8 divided by 6 plus 2. 8 divided by 6 plus 2 plus 2 plus 1. Then click M plus. Then E raised to minus 2 we need to find. How to find E raised to minus 2? E raised to minus 2 is nothing but 2.72. Divide, or I will write 2.72 into equal to, then divide equal to, multiplied with what? MRC, then change sign change sign plus 1. That's how you do it in calculator. Yes. Anyone is having calculation trouble, please tell me. So what did I do here? I directly type 8 by 6. Then when you type 8 divided by 6, you are getting a value 1.33 something you are getting. Then 4 by 2, anyway we know that is 2. So you will type plus 2. Then plus 2 plus 1. You are getting it as 6.3333. Then that value I will save it in the memory. Then we will find e raised to minus 2. 2.72 into equal to divide equal to. Then multiply it with MRC. Then change sign plus 1. How much you are getting down? 0.4128. Option A, 0.14. Sorry, 0.14. Yes, 0.1428. Correct? 39. Yes. Nearest answer is what? This. Yes. Now the final one. Everyone understood the method. This is the method for Poisson. Whatever may be the question applied. And if you are lucky enough, I didn't give you the question based on E. Most of the question in bracket it will be given e raised to this much is this much. From that itself we will understand it is based on Poisson. Now the final one, that is normal distribution. People, Poisson distribution, probability distribution is of how many types? 2 types. One is discrete, second one is continuous. We learned about what right now? We completed discrete. How many types are there in discrete? 2 types. Which are those discrete? Binomial and Poisson. Poisson is having how many parameters? 2 parameters. 1 parameter. Binomial is having how many parameters? 2 parameters. Who is based on Bernoulli's trials? Binomial. What are the parameters of binomial? N and P. What is N? Number of trials. What is P? Probability of success in a single trial. Then what is the probability mass function equation for Poisson distribution? E raised to x. E raised to minus m raised to x divided by x factorial. What is the probability mass function equation for Poisson distribution? No, e raised to minus m raised to x divided by x factorial. You are falling for that. Yeah. Yes. Now, what final question? What is the probability mass function for binomial distribution? NCX. Now you should say NCX P power x, Q power n minus x. Then road accidents we will use Poisson. Printing error, Poisson. Then advertisements and Poisson. Then when the number is limited, for example, your trials of exam in CA, you will write very less exam and you will clear everything. Yes, binomial distribution. Now the next part, we are going to continuous probability distribution, and we will only be learning one thing, that is normal distribution. Okay, what is it? Normal. Now in normal, how many parameters are there? 2 parameters are there, and those parameters are called as mean and variance. Here we are using another letter, mu. You should understand that is nothing but x bar. Okay, mean and variance. Keep a note. Variance is what? The sigma square. So what are the parameters of normal distribution? Mean and variance. Now, probability density function. For our, you know about probability mass function equation in binomial and Poisson. Similarly, we have it in normal also. You can write it like this: 1 by sigma root of 2 pi, 1 by sigma root of 2 pi, e raised to minus 1 by 2 into x minus mu divided by sigma the whole square. You can write it this way also. Make a note of this also. Yes. What is it? 1 by sigma root of 2 pi e raised to minus 1 by 2 into x minus mu divided by sigma the whole square. Now, why am I telling you to learn it this way? Because certain times the probability density function will be given. The p of x equation will be given in the question, and they will ask you to find the value of mu and sigma. That time we will compare using this formula. Okay. Then one more thing over is here now. That is, x value is between minus infinity to plus infinity. Keep a note. X values, we can assume any value from minus infinity to what the plus infinity. Then it is always symmetrical. What is it? It is always symmetrical. So skewness is what here? Zero skewness. Since it is symmetrical, there is no skewness. So it is zero skewness. Now, yesterday, when I told you about symmetry, right? That time I told you mean, median and mode are equal when it is symmetrical. So, is our normal distribution symmetrical? Yes, it is symmetrical. So, what is happening to the mean, median and mode? All are equal. Make a note of that. All the measures are equal here. Then, another important point. How many modes are here? Only one mode is there. Then, shape of independence. The shape of the distribution remains consistent. Previous year question. Consistent regardless of the values of mu and sigma. The shape will always be consistent. The mean shifts the center while the variance scales the spread of the distribution. Now, have you seen any normal curve? So, it looks like this. Yeah, a bell curve. Like this or like this. Okay, this is a normal curve. So, what is the peak? The peak is nothing but our mean or median or what the mode. Everything is there, right there. Now, we will study about the curve in few minutes. Before that, points of inflection. There was a question. The same question which we solved, which I solved before the day before the exam or the morning of the exam was there without even changing the numbers. Even I was surprised. 14 and 6. Now, you need to know what is points of inflection. How many of you know about points of inflection? Does anyone know points of inflection? Did anyone of you study normal distribution till today? Yes, few are there. Fine, good. Till here everything is fine. How many parameters? 2 parameters. What are those parameters? Mean and variance. Then, is it symmetrical? Yes. Skewness is 0. Mean, median and mode are equal. Then I will show you the proper curve. Then you will understand it better. Now, have you studied about concave and convex stuff in your 7th standard, 8th standard? You have done one experiment using lighting one candle, and the candle light will go to the other side and it will get spread or it will point to one point. Likewise, yes. Now, people, points of inflection is nothing but, this is a normal curve. Okay, look at this. This is a normal curve. Points of inflection is nothing but, it is the point at which the normal curve transition from, for example, it is coming like this, then it is turning the other way. Am I right? It is coming like this, then it is turning the other way. Then it is going the other way and it is turning to the other way. So concave to convex and convex to concave. So point of inflection, make a note people, points of inflection, the curve transition from concave to convex or vice versa. Vice versa means what? The ulta, convex to concave. Make a note of that. So what are the points of inflection? The points of inflections are mu minus sigma and mu plus sigma. So the question I'll tell you, they will say the points of inflection are 6, 14. Find mean and variance. You need to add. Mu minus sigma is how much now? You will take it as mu minus sigma is equal to 6. Mu plus sigma is equal to what now? Mu plus sigma is equal to 14. Then how to find the value of mean? You will add both. That means 2 mu is equal to what? 20. Mu is equal to what? 10. If you know 10, you will substitute in one of the equation. That means 10 minus sigma is equal to 6. So sigma is equal to what? 4. That's how the question will be there. It was the question for your examination. If you know points of inflection, 20-second answer. Yes. Next one. We will only study one formula. That is, sorry, two formula. This formula. Rest of it we won't study. I'll tell you the reason for that. Quartile and mean deviation. We will only study quartile using what the our normal distribution. Q1 formula is what the mu minus 0.6745 sigma. Q3 formula is what the mu plus 0.6745 sigma. Make a note of both the formula. Then if you know Q1 and Q3, can you find quartile deviation? What is it? Q1, Q3 minus Q1 divided by 2. Now, the next question. So, you found quartile deviation, right? Now, if you know quartile deviation, can you find mean deviation? Yes, which formula? We have our formula. 2SD is equal to 2.5, MD is equal to QDs are there. So, this is the formula which we will use. If you find one of it, if you can find quartile deviation using the given thing, always we can find standard deviation and mean deviation. So, very direct. So, keep it in mind. So, these formulas we won't learn. Okay, this is not required. Few more were there. I ignored it. I didn't include it here. Now, area under the normal curve. What do you think is the total area under the normal curve? So, too much clarity, right, in the voice? Yeah. Can you hear me? Still you can hear me? Okay, good. Area under the normal curve. Now, first of all, people, what is a normal curve we are drawing? We are drawing the entire probability distribution as a curve. So, what will be the total area under the curve? Which will be equal to 1. Why? Maximum total probability is how much? 1. So, total probability or the total area under the curve is what the 1. Because it contains 100% of the probability. Now, we are going to the main part of this chapter. If you know this, you can solve anything. I'm telling you. Assume that it is a normal curve, okay? Yes. Yeah. Fine. What happened there? Oh, she's running away from you. Yes. Now, this is a normal curve. This middle portion is called as our mean. That is what a mu. Then, what are the points of inflection? What are the points of inflection? Mu minus sigma and mu plus sigma. So, this much is there. Now, people, what is the total area under this curve? 1. 1. Yes. Now, you think about it. If I am cutting the curve into 2 equal parts, how much area will be there to this side, that is minus infinity, and to this side, how much area will be there? From the middle to the negative infinity, how much is there? 0.5. From the middle to the positive infinity, how much is there? 0.5. So, keep that also in mind. Now, that is not important for us. That we will talk about that later. Now, how much area is there in between mu minus sigma and mu plus sigma is important for us. That is the key part of this chapter for solving any question from normal distribution, any complicated question from normal distribution. You tell me how much area is there in between mu minus sigma and mu plus sigma, this entire area they are asking for. That is how much the 68.28%. That is how much? 0.6828. Very important. You should know the value. There are direct questions based on this. How much area is there in between mu minus sigma and mu plus sigma? What is the answer? 0.6828. Now, the next one. We are going to mark mu minus 2 sigma and mu plus 2 sigma. What is the area in between mu minus 2 sigma and mu plus 2 sigma? What is the answer? That is 95.46%. That is how much the that is 0.9546. What do you mean by this 0.9546? That is the probability. The probability in between mu minus 2 sigma and mu plus 2 sigma is how much? 0.9546. Now the last one, area in between mu minus 3 sigma and mu plus 3 sigma. How much area? There is in your book, there is a proper figure given, right? Mark it carefully. Yes. Now, in between this, how much area is there? 99.75 percentage. 73 percentage. That is 0.9973. Now, rest of it will be what? 1 minus 0.9973. That is from minus infinity to the other infinity, except this much. People, did you understand this? How to understand the area? If this is clear, I can go for the next topic. Otherwise, I won't be able to. Everyone, Pakka? Look here. Additive property. Additive property of what? A normal distribution. If x, how will you read this? You tell me. X is a normal variate with parameters mu1 and sigma 1 square. Y is a normal variate with parameters mu2 and sigma 2 square. Then x plus y is a normal variate with parameters mu1 plus mu2 comma sigma 1 square plus sigma 2 square. Then standard deviation of x plus y is how much? Previous year question. Root of sigma 1 square plus sigma 2 square. Now we are going to the area related problems. Before that, 1 second. We will solve some question and come here. Shape of normal distribution curve does not depends on its parameter. Variance of, that we will tell later. Area under normal curve 1. Now solve this. For normal distribution with parameters mu comma sigma square, probability in between of x value in between mu minus 3 sigma and mu plus 3 sigma, how much is the answer? 0.9973. That's why I'm telling you direct questions are there. Yes, next one. Points of inflections. Tell me the points of inflections of normal distribution are 6 and 14. This was the question I solved that time. The same question came for exam also. How much is the answer? Mu minus sigma is equal to 6. Mu plus sigma is equal to 14. 2 mu is how much then? 20. Then mu is equal to how much now? 10. We need to find the value of sigma. That is standard deviation. Just put it over there. 10 minus 6 is equal to what? Sigma, which is equal to 4. Option A is your answer. Now check this. In a normal distribution, first and second quartiles are equidistant from the median. Second and third quartiles are equidistant from the median. First and third quartiles are equidistant from the mean. None of the above. Read and try to understand. We know that in normal distribution, mean, median and mode are same. That means if median is there, we know that that is Q2. Correct? Then Q3 will be here. Q1 will be here. Now you tell me what is the answer. First and third quartiles are equidistant from the median. That median is nothing but our mean. That is nothing but our median. That is nothing but our Q2. So answer is what? Option C. See how they ask the question. Interrelating three concepts in a single question. Yes. Now, which is not a character of normal probability distribution? It is multimodal. It is what? Actually, it is unimodal. We know that it is unimodal. Then, wages of workers in a factory is what? So, wages, salary, everything is what? Continuous. It is a continuous distribution. So, whenever it is coming under continuous distribution, it will go for normal distribution. Then, normal curve is what? Symmetrical or? Yes. Next one. Now, this we will solve in few minutes. Now, you try to get me this. How to solve this? The easiest method I'll tell you. What is the formula for our P of x star? 1 by sigma root of 2 pi e raised to minus 1 by 2 x minus mu divided by sigma the whole square. They are asking us to find mean. They are asking us to find the value of mu, right? Now people compare, look at both of them, have a close look at it. So what can be the value of mu? 10. Done. Answer is what? 10. Rather than solving it, that is the easiest method. Now people, for the same question, if they were asking for sigma value, how will you do it? You will equate this. Both this value, you will equate it. So 1 by 4 root 2 pi, which is equal to 1 by sigma root 2 pi. That means, cancel. What is remaining? Sigma is equal to what? 4. Keep a note of that. Yes. Now get me the standard deviation and mean of f of x if this is equal to this. From this we can directly say that mean is how much? The 3. So what is the standard formula? F of x is equal to 1 by sigma root pi e raised to minus 1 by 2 into x minus mu divided by sigma the whole square. Now people, have a look at it. What is it? Mu is how much? 3. Looking at both, mu is equal to 3. Now how to find the value of sigma? We will equate these terms, the coefficient of e. That means root 2 divided by root pi is equal to 1 by sigma root 2 pi. Now people, can I cancel root pi and root pi? Yes. So I will split and write it for you so that it is easy for you to understand. Root 2 into root pi. Root pi cancel. So sigma is equal to how much? Sigma will go to the other side. Then 1 divided by root 2 into root 2. How much is the answer? 1 by 4. What is the answer? Option B is your answer. Got the point up? Yes. Now we are going for the final part of this chapter, that is area related problems. After that we will take the break. Okay, we'll take a 10 minutes break after finishing this. Oh, root 2 into root 2. Yes. 2 comma 1 by 2. Mistake. 3 comma 1 by 2. So it was 2. Answer is option A. Okay, fine. Now the next part. Area related problem. Everyone, how many of them are missing? Everyone is missing, huh? Then we will do one thing. We will take the break and come back because it is important. Yes. If you know this, you can solve any question. Yes. Everyone come back by 10:40. Take your time and come back by 10:40. Okay. Not now. Later. Area related problems. Now here, do you know the normal curve, how it looks like? Everyone knows, right? This is the normal curve. Now here, we know that it is mu, the mean. Then this is what the second point is what? Mu plus sigma. This is what? Mu minus sigma. This is what? Mu plus 2 sigma. This is what? Mu minus 2 sigma. This is what? Mu minus 3 sigma. And the last point here is mu plus 3 sigma. Now it is going towards what? It is going towards infinity, and this is going towards minus infinity. So these are the values. Now people, in order to solve some questions, our probability questions based on our normal distribution, we need to standardize the normal curve. Standardizing the normal curve means we will have a standard variable. For example, x is our variable with respect to what a normal distribution. X is a variable based on normal distribution. Now we will standardize this normal distribution. That is the thing we are going to do now. Now people, for that we have something called as standard normal variable. Keep a note, standard normal variable, and it is called as what? Z. So the questions will be like this. For example, we solved many questions like P of X is equal to or P of X less than 3. When it is like P of X less than 3, we can standardize this X. How to standardize this X? It is standardized in this way. That is, Z is equal to X minus mu divided by sigma. X minus what? X minus mu divided by sigma. While we standardize Z, we should also standardize what? This 3 also. How to standardize that? 3 minus mu divided by sigma. In the question, this mu and sigma will be given. We just need to put the value of that and find P of Z less than whatever value is there. That is the method. And we will use this curve to find the value of our probability. Now the next question. What is the total probability under the curve? 1. Now I will ask you a simple question. Now, if Z is equal to X minus mu divided by sigma, what if the X value is mu? X value is mu. That means mu minus mu divided by sigma. Mu minus mu is what? Any number minus that number is what? 0. So it will become what? 0. This will become what? It will become mu plus sigma minus mu divided by sigma. Plus mu minus mu cancel. Sigma by sigma is what? 1. Similarly, it will become minus 1. This will become what? Plus 2. This will become what? Minus 2. It will become what? Plus 3. This will become what? Minus 3. Etc. etc. up to infinity. So this is the method. Now I am asking you another question. What is the area from minus infinity to 0? 0.5. Area from minus infinity to 0 is how much? 1/2 of the plane. That means how much is it? 0.5. Area from 0 to infinity, how much is it? 0.5. So the total area under the curve is how much? 1. Now the interesting part. What is the area between minus 1 and plus 1? Minus 1 and plus 1, what was it? 0.6828. So area between what and what? Minus 1 and plus 1 is 0.6828. Now the next question. You know the question. What is the next question? Area between minus 2 and plus 2. 0.9546. What is the area between minus 3 and plus 3? 0.9973. Now the interesting part of this chapter. The question will be like this. P of Z less than or equal to 1. That means area up to 1. Area up to 1. How to find area up to 1? That means from minus infinity to 1, how much area is there is the question. From minus infinity to 1, how much area? We know one thing. From minus infinity to 0, what is the area? 0.5. Is that correct? That is 0.5. Plus area from 0 to 1. Now, we know from minus 1 to plus 1 area is how much? The 0.6828. So, from 0 to 1, that will be half the area of that. That is how much? 0.3414. So, total area from minus infinity to 1 is how much? 0.5 plus 0.3414. Answer is how much? 0.8414. Did you understand? Now, I am going to change the question. Area up to 2. We will type for area from minus infinity to 0. That is how much? 0.5 plus area from 0 to 2. 0 to 2 is how much? Now we will take minus 2 to 2. We have the area that is 0.95. How much now? 0.46 divided by 2. How much is it? 0.4773. Yes, just add both and get the answer. Yes, that's how you do question based on this. Did you understand that? Anyone is having confusion, please tell me. Now, I will come to the practical side of this. This is how they really write in the exam hall. Okay, or you guys should write in the exam hall, but we will not be writing that. We will be just using the logic, using the graph. Look at this one. Probability expression of P of X less than A. Standardize it. Standardizing it will become what does that? Less than A minus mu divided by sigma. Then this is what the phi of K. We will read it as area up to K. Keep a note. Up to K means from minus infinity to K, how much area is there? For example, if you get the value of this as 1, that means area up to 1. That means sometimes you will get it the area as area up to 2.33. That means what? Area up to 2.33 from minus infinity to 2.33. And the funniest part is all the things will be given in the question. Everything. From sometimes they will give area up to 0.5. I mean area up to 1. Sometimes they will give area up to 2. Sometimes they will give area up to 3. Everything will be given. So it is very easy to solve questions like this. The next part, for a range. For a range. First we learnt area P of X less than A. Now we are learning something called as P of probability of X is in between what and what? A and B. Again we will standardize. How we will standardize the P of A minus mu divided by sigma less than X minus mu divided by sigma is what? Z. That is standard normal variable. Then B minus mu divided by sigma. Everything will be given. Now if I am calling this K1, if I am calling this K2, then our area is nothing but phi of K2 minus phi of K1. Now in the question or in the graph, for example, I got phi of 2 minus phi of 1. What is that area? The area in between 1 and 2. This is the area they are asking for. Okay, can we solve one question? Yes, we will directly go for the question. Then we will come to this part. Look at this. If the area of the standard normal curve between 0 to 1, Z is equal to 0 to 1 is how much? 0.3414. Then the value of phi of 1. Phi of 1 is what? Phi of 1 is what? Area up to 1. Area up to 1 is nothing but area up to 0. Area up to 0 plus area from what to what? From 0 to 1. Area up to 0 is how much? From minus infinity to 0. That is 0.5. Plus how much? Area from 0 to 1 is given in the question. That is 0.3412. How much is the answer? 0.8412. Which is the option? Option B is your answer. This is the method for these type of questions. Clear, Ada? Yes. What if they have not given this area? We will find it using our own method. We already know the area between this and this. We will take it, divide by 2 and we will get it. Yes. Look at this. A certain type of mobile, the length of time in between charges of battery is normally distributed with mean of 50 hours and standard deviation of 15 hours. A person owns one of these mobiles and wants to know the probability that the length of time will be between 50 and 70 hours is what? So they are asking for P of X in between what and what? 50 and 70. Now what are we going to do? We are going to standardize it. How to standardize? P of 50 minus mu divided by sigma less than X will be what? X minus mu by sigma is how much? How much? Z less than 70 minus mu divided by sigma. Now tell me, what is mu value over here? That is the standard mean is how much? Mu is equal to 50. Then sigma is how much? 15. Put it over here. That is equal to 50 minus 50 is how much? 0. So P of 0 less than Z less than 70 minus 50 divided by 15. That is nothing but 1.33. Then how will you write it? P of 1.33, or you will write it as phi of area up to 1.33 minus area up to 0. You tell me what is the area up to 1.33 that is given in the question, which is equal to 0.9082 minus area up to 0 is how much? 0.5. What is the answer? 0.4082. Option C is your answer. Is this clear? Clear? Yes. 1 second. Fine. Done. Can we do the next one? Yes. So that's how they ask the question. It's very rare, but still there is a chance for coming for the exam. Now look at this. You need to keep a note of this. Whenever the k value is negative, for example, we are getting it as a negative value, area up to -5, or you will write it as -2. Area up to -2 is what? The 1 minus area up to 2. Keep a note, very important. Area up to -2 can be written as what? 1 minus area up to 2. What if it is like phi of -3? 1 minus phi of 3. That's how you write it. Keep a note. Then mean of standard normal distribution is what? The 0. Then the standard deviation is what? The 1. Keep a note. When a normal distribution has been standardized, mean is equal to 0 and standard deviation is equal to how much? 1. Then the variance of standard normal distribution is how much? 1 square, which is equal to 1. Next one is, we will solve this in 1 minute. Now look at this. This one also will take some time, or no, this one is the one. Let X be a normal distribution with mean is equal to 2.5. That means mu is how much? The 2.5. Variance is equal to 1 means sigma is equal to how much? 1. That is also 1. Then P of A less than X less than 2.5, which is equal to how much? 0.4772. Now we are going to standardize things. So how to standardize? P of A minus what? A minus 2.5 divided by 1 less than Z less than what? 2.5 minus what? 2.5 divided by what? 1, which is equal to what? 0.4772. Now P of A minus 2.5, I will write it like that itself, less than Z less than 0, which is equal to 0.4772. Now, what is the easiest method you can follow? Option hit, people. Take options and hit. Option hit. First, I will take option. Which option I will take? Since 2 is given in the question, we will take option D. Try with option D. Option D means for which one? Option A. Yeah? We will try option A. Try option A. Try option A. That means P of 0.5 minus 2.5 less than Z less than 0. Now you tell me P of minus 2 less than Z less than 0. There is nothing but how to write it down? P of 0 minus phi of 0 minus phi of what? Phi of minus 2. That is phi of 0 minus of 1 minus phi of 2. Phi of 0 is how much? Area up to 0 is how much? 0.5 minus 1 plus phi of 2 is how much? The area up to 2 is how much?
0.9.
That is given in the question. 0.9772 plus 0.9772. How much is the answer? 0.4772, which is equal to our RHS. That means this is true. Option E is your answer. This is the worst they can ask from this. Other than that, there won't be any other worse scenarios. Okay. So that's your normal distribution, and solve this form. For a normal distribution, Q1 is equal to 5452, Q3 is equal to 7856, then the median is how much? So we know one formula, right? Q1 is equal to, median is what? Q2 is equal to what? Q3 quartile deviation is what? Q3 minus Q1 divided by 2. Q2 is what? Q3 plus Q1 divided by 2. Average of the extremes. How much is it? 66.69. Yes. Q2 is what? That is nothing but our median. Yes. That's all. Then the final topic, central moment. Keep a note. Sometimes they can ask. What if they ask? Yes. First central moment is what? The mean deviation. What is the first central moment? That is nothing but our mean deviation. Mean deviation for everything is what? 0. For normal, Poisson and binomial, mean deviation is what? 0. Then second central moment represent variance. What is second central moment? Variance. For binomial, it is what? The variance of binomial is what? You remember the formula? NPQ. Then for Poisson, it is what? The M. For normal, it is sigma square. So sometimes they can ask it like that. Rather than asking directly variance, they can ask you, find the second central moment. That time you should know it is variance. Are you getting the point? Or sometimes they'll give you the second central moment is this much. Then find the value of N. Find the value of P. Likewise, they can ask. So keep a note of that. Then third central moment is nothing but skewness. Skewness for normal distribution is how much? 0. So normal distribution it will be 0. For binomial it is NPQ into 1 minus 2P or Q minus P. Then for Poisson it is what? The M. Make a note of that. For Poisson, third central moment is what? M itself. So if you look into it, for Poisson, second and third are equal. Okay. Now, the last and final one is the fourth central moment. Just, if possible, try to learn this. I am not asking you to learn this because already there are too many formulas. Try to learn this. The chances of this coming for the exam is very less. But keep a note of this. Fourth central moment represent what? Kurtosis. What do you mean by that? The tailness of the distribution. What do you mean by tailness? Left tail. That means how much it is, the length is going of the graph. Basically the graph. How long is the graph? That is the basic meaning of that. Yes. Now, based on this, you can find this direct question. It was not a previous year question. I took it from outside, from model test paper, or one of it I took it. I took it from outside, not part of any PYQ. Now we will go for our next chapter. That is, we will take now chapter 9 because correlation and regression we will discuss it towards the end. Okay. Yes.
Can you get it?
Yes.